Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Thursday. So there's a very special show happening tonight, and we want to let you know right now because I know this is a little against the definition of the event, but I got to tell you, because, you know, some of you might have a busy night ahead. Maybe you thought about checking in, deciding to come back. I'm going to tell you right now, there is something very special happening tonight, and every day, I tell you, every single day, Wednesday through Sunday, we've got something special in every single show for you. However, tonight is extremely important, and that is because we are going to bring you our best value in a flash sale of all time. What is a flash sale exactly? Well, a flash sale is something I've been doing periodically here and there of late to bring you an absolutely awesome value, just something incomprehensible if you know jewelry. And it's usually been centered around something very well known, very classic, very understandable when it comes to value. Today, we are going to bring you something exceptional. And quite frankly, we had a similar version not too long ago. This is the ultimate. It is the big, the best, the fabulous 1 carat diamond. Like there has never been a 1 carat diamond. And this sounds familiar because just last night, less than 24 hours ago, I had a pretty special value on a 1 carat yellow diamond. We're going to bring you the classic, what everybody always wants, the giftable, the amazing style that is our 1 carat white diamond for you. I'm letting you know now so that you don't miss it, because a flash sale is gone in a flash. It is literally a price tag that is far, 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 far below our cost. And this is in an era when diamonds and gold have been going up like crazy. We are going to give you an opportunity where we have a far below cost opportunity for tonight only on a limited number of 1 carat diamond solitaire. And here's the great news, it's a pendant, which is the most wearable and the most versatile and the most universal of styles. So everybody can wear it, everybody could enjoy it, everybody could gift it. And yet it's also a very special moment to treat yourself as well, because the price tag has never been this good. So we will bring that to you coming up in this show. I'm not going to tell you exactly when, but it is coming up. So stay with me. We also have a very, very special pair of earrings. It's the roses. They've returned. They're actually roses done in diamonds, in Mahenge spinel and diamonds and rose gold. Fabulous. Also have in other necklaces and other necklace news, we've got some very, very special diaspora for you in a necklace. Also a pendant with one of the rarest stones in the world, which is rhodochrosite. And we're going to have an earring special, which is blowouts on diamonds. We've got a museum masterpiece must go. It also happens to be earrings, and even some great necklaces to start with. And of course, what would a show be without rings? We've got plenty of those as well, including a rare Malaya garnet, a beautiful, beautiful piece in tanzanite, and the list goes on and on. We've even got turquoise earrings. So it's an exciting night to be with us and stay with us, because if you miss even a moment, who knows, you could miss the moment of a lifetime. Truly, literally, I've been doing this a long time. You've been watching jewelry a long time. Trust me. There has never been a diamond value on a 1 carat, even here, like what I'm going to bring you tonight. So this is the night to stay with us and think about maybe who's on that gift giving list as well. Maybe we know we always take care of ourselves, right, ladies? We know that. We always are shopping for ourselves. That's not a problem. But this is where you may very well want to consider that really important gifting moment that's coming up, whenever it may be. Maybe you're doing a little jump start for the holidays. Hey, we're there. We're almost done with June. So it's getting close to that time to even start thinking about holiday gift giving. But we're going to start with something really special. It's aquamarine. We have 3 hours. Let me know if you have any requests as well. Always happy to help you with those. But let's take a look at how we start and begin our day with aquamarine in a fabulous pear shape. 112-9932 is your item number here, and it is a fabulous stone. Now this is already a huge size. I find it looks even larger than the 2 carat 84 weight that it carries with it. 6 points in the 2 diamonds. That's your 3 points each there on either side. And that beautiful, just like a sky blue, like the most intense blues. Not a sky like out here where it's haze. I'm talking like a really punchy, bright, beautiful, clear as a bell sky blue. That's what this is, that intensity that we don't normally get out of aqua, because it's funny, I use that term sky blue and I immediately feel like I led you down the wrong path, because that's actually a term used for a topaz that's really light. Sky blue topaz is a very, very light. That's ironic. This is a beautiful, full, beautiful, bright, incredibly intense blue, because it's not just aqua, it's Sierra Santa Maria. So you're getting the very best that's ever been mined the world over, and this happened to be in one source and it's gone. So you kind of got a little more limited on who can get one and how many opportunities do you have. And we've got our 2 carat 84 here. Look at that. Just look no further than the color. It's able to cast onto that wheel below. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And if anybody caught a glimpse of this bracelet and wondered, ooh, what is she wearing? That's all sapphires and diamonds. That is a really, really special piece. We actually did this once upon a time with sapphires and white sapphires instead of diamonds. That's not this one. This is the diamonds and the sapphires in a bangle. So if that, and look at how it just goes with everything. You got your blues and your pinks and your goldens and your padparashas all the way through, but that's coming up. Or you can just say, I'd like to know more about that right now, and we'll do that. But here is your fabulous aquamarine, and of course a pear shape. Looks lovely that way, but I'll flip it around for you too, so we can see it this other way, because maybe you like your pear shape pointing up towards the hand. Totally up to you. Look at the beautiful sparkle. It reminds me most blue diamond. Now, not that I've ever had a 2-carat 84 blue diamond, that I have not, but I will tell you, if you had a 284 blue diamond, it would look a lot like that. The sparkle coming from that aqua, it's not dull. It's really got that brightness. We have one. We're going to start with an awesome value. Let's go back to our wheel and take a look at it. It's a new wheel, so you know, if you were with me last night, you know our wheel decided to retire early, so it didn't make it through the show last night. We'll be holding a celebration of life for the wheel later, but this is really just, it's a backup wheel, so it's not exactly perfect. But bear with me all night, okay? If things look a little uneven or askew, it's the wheel. I've been toying with it and playing with it for a while, and it's not quite exact, but we'll make do, okay? And we want to thank our previous wheel for its service. Thank you very much. It was lovely. But here we are with this really important aqua. Let's go ahead and make sure it is going out quickly, not $6,200 at all. We'll make sure it goes a lot more affordable for you. We got newbies and hey everybody, early birds on a Thursday. Glad you're here. This is the night when you know there might be a very special surprise, and we got one. We got a big one today. It's one of our best, so stay with me. And again, tell your jewelry friends, your lovers of jewelry, your collectors of jewelry, your diamond fanatics that you know they got to be tuned in, seeing what we got today. It's really, really worth it. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But here we are with a better than $6,000 price tag. It's a huge moment for our aquamarine lovers, and I will blow this out. This is the smallest price for a large stone I've ever seen. I'm doing it for $999. That is it. And are you ready for butterflies? Because we have 2 butterfly necklaces that I know are going to be so quick to go. And they're coming up too, and we're doing it next. And there's a huge discount on a large butterfly necklace that's all very custom. Sometimes they can look a little kid-like or a little juvenile. This is not that. This is a very sophisticated, high-end butterfly design that we have. So I'm giving you the heads up now, because every time, inevitably, when there's a butterfly design here, I will get bombarded with a lot of questions about, could you make another? Did it sell out? Is it still available? Is there anything else like it? And the answer is always no. So I like to give you guys a heads up. I know the butterfly is a popular motif. We sold out of our yellow and white diamond version the other day. Now I'm going to bring in all white diamond pave version, but $9.99 on this one, first caller. And if you notice that very large saddle ring that I have on my right ring finger, that's actually all done in diamonds. And it is, about 3 carats in diamonds and mostly baguettes and a lot of 18 karat gold. So something you can always inquire on. There's also, I mentioned the museum masterpiece. We also have my, the museum indicolite is here too, true indicolite. So let's get to our butterflies, shall we? We're going to go on the hand for this one. And I've got 2 available, and it's just as they are. So hop to it if you're going to already be a butterfly fanatic. Look at this. This is an asymmetrical design. 111-0459. A 111 prefix should give you an automatic permission to dial in, because you know the price tag is going to be so, so good. Now, notice one thing about the higher side there, the longer part of the wing design, which is actually on camera right, but it's on the left side of your body. That's going to have the side where there's also a diamond right there. It's bezel set, so you get an additional asymmetry, just like the butterfly itself. That's intentional. And then you've got that additional diamond in the bezel there for you. It is 111459. This is 53 points in diamonds and fully adjustable. Now that's one option, but looky here, I've got the rose gold as well. So if you are a fan and there's something really pretty about, I like nature-inspired pieces in the rose gold. There's something very Art Nouveau about that motif. And again, this one also has that diamond. There you see it right there. That bezel set diamond on, again, that'll be on the left side of your body when you wear it. So trust me when I tell you, it is. So again, I know you're going, oh my gosh, the poor girl. She doesn't know left from right, but everything's reversed on camera. So that'll be, I just like to, mitigate your expectation. The longer side of the butterfly is on the left side of your body, and so is that diamond. So we have the rose or the white. Now here's the adjustability you're going to have. It's a spring ring closure. measure, and 16, 17, and 18 inches in length. So we gave you all the classic lengths built in. Also makes it great for gifting for that reason. And we've got a look at it here. Might as well give it a measure so you know exactly what to expect with that butterfly itself. The butterfly is right at the very highest point, it's about 7/8 of an inch, but at the lower point, it's about a half. So a half inch on what'll be your right side, and then your left side of your body, it's going to be a little bit under an inch. Here's what it looks like on the neckline as well. So you can see, I think this is probably all you need to know as far as how large that size is and what it's going to look like when it's on. And then of course that additional diamond, of course 16, 17, or 18 inches, all your choice on how you're going to wear it on any given day. It's going to depend a lot on just your favorite length or your neckline that day that you decide to wear. But here's what we'll do. That's again the rose gold. I will show you the white gold as well while we stay right here, if I can grab it without looking and without moving. Here's the white gold that I have. That's the back, by the way, so it's all finished. So it's going to be nice and smooth against the neckline. But there's the white gold, which love that too, especially showing off all those white diamonds. And we'll also show it up close too. Why not? So you can see it this way and really get a sense of how it's set. All pave, of course, and there you can see bigger stones through the middle, or what I say, the body of the butterfly. And then of course all that finishing, as you will see right over there. So you've got the finishing that's beautifully done, the pave except for the center, and we'll go back to the hand, give you a great value. So remember, one white, one rose, that's gonna be it. And that bracelet is available as well. So if you'd like the bracelet, go ahead and let me know. We can give that a full presentation right here and now. But this one, okay, let's go under $1,000 and not $999 either. We're going a lot lower than that. So please give me a call early. We are the hub and the absolute mecca for fine jewelry. And this is one of our greatest examples of what we do here. And if you wanted to get them both, just going to say, because the wonderful adjustability, you've got an opportunity to wear them stacked and layered with ease. It would not be complicated, but when it's 16 and when at 18, you're good, and you could have that whole layered effect. So again, one rose, one white. Let's get them under 1,000 as we did, but I'll tell you what, we'll keep going. Look at this, is kind of a simulation of how it would look layered, if you will. And again, they're kind of jogging all over the place, but there you can see there what they look like together. If you did decide to layer them up, you may, but it's a really good look, and not $999 or $888. Remember, we've got a very special attachment. This is the chain with it, so it's not just a pendant where you got to worry about, do I have the right chain? Is it the right size? Is it the right gold color? Is it the right scale? None of that is a worry here, but it should be more money, not less, when we're throwing in the chain attached to all those incredible diamonds. But it's not $888, or you know what, let's not even do $850 or $800. Let's go $799 on the entire necklace with over a ½ carat of VS diamonds. Rose or white, that is it. So you've got a choice of there, and a beautiful look when butterflies are one of the, I think, stronger motifs. It's certainly a lot of different religious symbols. It's probably the cross that's number one. Crosses and Stars of David and things like that are very popular. But then of course, when we think about what's a popular motif in jewelry, it's usually the butterfly after the religious symbolism. So it's really a great piece. Obviously a lot of meaning behind the butterfly, and whatever it means to you, I know what it means to us that you're with us. It means the world to us. No fun to do this without you guys. Thank you for being here, and you are going to be treated to the biggest and best flash sale tonight that we've ever had, which will also be in diamonds. So let me know on the butterflies. $799 your choice of. And then let's also take a look at a beautiful earring choice here. This is a really fabulous rare garnet. We've been talking about rare garnets a lot lately, from Savorites to demontoids to, gosh, remember the Russian demontoid I had the other day, how fabulous that was? It was almost 2 carats. And now, and we'll have a Malaya later, which is a beautiful form of a pinky purple, but this is really where you get the rare color shifting garnet that we really love so much, which is called this really rare Royal Zambaran garnet. And that's where you get it out of Tanzania. And it's, of course, means purple in Swahili, but that's a real color shifting stone. You can see it right there in the round. Goes from really pink to purple to red. There's no one color to this stone. It's very dimensional. It's got a lot of depth to it. It's in the rose gold as well. It's 111, $12.96. So you've also got a older item number here, which means better price tag. Older pieces, just again in the sense of, and yeah, we're making everything really, really affordable despite what's happening in the rest of the world. We have really held true to what we decide to offer, which is value on the finest out there. So those are the things that we're really passionate about. But when you get an item that's been sitting in a vault for years, and it was made with old gold prices and old diamond pricing and gemstone prices as well, it really helps to give you a value that you just simply would not see today, because they can't be made for the same price in 2026 as they were in 2016 or 2020 or 2024 lower even. So it's really an impressive time to get in. When you see something you love with those older item numbers, just go for it. This one's in the rose gold only, so it's going to be just rose gold. They're really pretty, especially with the richness of those jewel tones, purples and pinks and reds together in your rounds. Really nice to see that showing off. And this is the beauty of color shifting garnet. It doesn't change color, even though it really does. It's just more subtle. It's really a lot of different colors blended together and in different light sources, whether they're brighter lights, lower lights, maybe more UV light because you're outside in the sunshine, or maybe it's a little more fluorescent lighting, or that whatever it is, you'll see different colors kind of take over. Sometimes it'll be the purple, sometimes it'll be the red, sometimes you'll see a lot of blue and pink as well to the stone. So really everything in that realm of jewel tones is really what you're getting here in a beautiful, what I call the front facing hoop here. So it's got 2 rows in diamonds. It's a really easy to wear style. It's 5 millimeters on the Zembarans. I don't have a carat weight, but I would estimate them to be about a ½ carat each. And then you have the diamonds at 55. So really exceptional. Only one pair. Let me show them from a distance in case you have not seen this design before. It's a straight post enclosure, hinged backing, and it is called the front facing hoop. You're not going to see that metal presence down the middle when they're on. There you can see 3/4 of an inch, very popular length for an earring, and then we'll try them on for you and show you even better what they're going to look like when they're on. And they're so easy. They click right close. It's just a really simple hinge closure, and this is what they look like from a distance away. So you can really see the concept here of just having that, what I call that front-facing split style hoop. Again, a really beautiful way that it looks like the stone is actually tension set without it having to be really tension set. It's still got the prong in the basket beneath it, still soldered to the sides, but it gives you that appearance as if it's like floating right there. Yes. Thank you. Butterfly and rose gold is gone. Think of how it would match these earrings. We'll go back up close to their wheel, and we're going to make these under $1,000 as well. And $9.99 gets them to you. So a fabulous way to get some very rare stones matched up. And remember, we have our white gold butterfly necklace, our aquamarine pear shape, and now our Zembaran earrings, which may also be gone. So Zembaran garnets, rare and out of Tanzania. Tanzania is a wonderful source of a lot of really unique and special gemstones, and that is one of them. So welcome in. Thursday night is off and running. We've got only one butterfly necklace left. It's the white gold. So take advantage of that if you would like to get it, the aqua pear shape. And we'll see who's got our Zembaran garnet earrings here as well. Then there's a new sapphire. It's a purple sapphire. I have a really pretty brand new Tanzanite pendant that's a wonderful price. It's a beautiful kite cut. It's got a really nice match in its diamond bail. So we'll see that as well. And then any questions, requests, if you missed something yesterday, you want to take advantage of it, do that now. All right, let me know. And then we got the earring special. I've got big diamond studs today. And I don't mean single solitary studs. I mean different shapes made up of different diamonds. It's basically a take on the rings that I had a closeout deal yesterday on. We're going to bring you the same designer, those illusion setting and those 18 karat gold designs. Same designer coming up today as well, but in earrings and big format earrings as well. So you'll love them, and they're a huge markdown. But let's see who's got this pair of earrings. It's one only in the rose gold. They stay. And then we'll get ready for our new Tanzanite, our fancy cut in this gorgeous stone. And I know you don't have it in a ring because I've never had this cut in a ring, but I have one pendant, and the beauty is it's still blue wing block D, so it's going to look absolutely fantastic in a match with any of the rings you have from our collection, because it is also blue wing block D with all those incredible red flashes. It just may be a tricky one to set up, but this is a kite cut stone. Yes. Thank you. Actually, she's already got it. So yeah, I can't sell 2 of those. I only have 1. So sorry, that rose gold butterfly is already sold. And so unfortunately, yeah, but the white gold is here. So if you'd like the white gold, you may get it. The aquamarine is here. The Zembaran earrings are here, all momentarily though, because the lines are busy. So now we're talking about a one only brand new. It's 113-1453. This has the match or very close to it. It's actually a rhombus cut center bail. And then you've got your big kite cut in the Tanzanite. And it's our 335 fancy cut with 22 points on the individual rhombus cut. A fancier cut of diamond, we won't see that often, and it is super bright white. Plus you do get that really lovely white gold setting. It stays in the white gold. It's a 335, and it's a lovely cut for the neckline. I think that, you know, for as much as I said, well, you're not going to have one in a ring. We've never had one. But if you have any of our rounds, ovals, cushions, emerald cuts, maybe an Asher, or a pear shape, it would look fabulous because the color matching, I think, is where we want to be. We want to have that color saturation story covered. And if you're shopping anywhere else, the fact is you are going to be getting a lighter color. That is just a fact of the matter. If you do shop, and I know what you're thinking, but Lolo, I did shop for tanzanite somewhere else at one point and I paid a lot more money. So it must be a better color, right? And that, unfortunately, I would hope that would be true, maybe in some industries, but not in ours. So again, we've got the better pricing, we've got the better quality. So even if you spent more somewhere else, it's not going to be a match. So I really advise, if you got a blue wing from us in a ring or an earring and you want the pendant to match, you got to stay in that blue wing museum reserve level. Otherwise, at this point, there's going to be a difference in the color saturation grading that you get, and you really want those colors to be true to form. So here we are with our really special 335, and it's that individual rhombus, fancy cut diamond, almost a 1/4 carat there. And let's show you the length that it's going to give as well. Stays in the white, so this is really one that goes out to you tomorrow. It doesn't need any sizing at all because it's a pendant, and it doesn't get the gold color change because it's, well, fabulous in the white gold with that white diamond. Don't take away from that strong quality of that diamond, but you do have this length at 1 inch in the drop. Here's what it looks like from a distance away as well. Oh, that's so pretty, the way you really see it move. And then again, standing in a lower light, if you're thinking that's not the same pendant, it got a lot darker, it sure does. And that's a function of being in a lesser light environment right now, just here where I stand. So that's, again, imagine how deep and dark and saturated it's going to be when you see it at home in your own lighting and not in this TV studio environment. So it's a really, really, really important. Although I did sell one recently to a television personality, and she wears it on daytime, on national daytime TV every day, and hers looks fabulous. And she's in a TV studio because she got Blue Wing Museum Reserve. So, you know, she's happy. Hers looks fantastic. I see it every day on a big show out. And I'll keep it anonymous. But, you know, yes, Jason, you look like you have, oh, never mind. No question? Just smirking about something, smiling? Okay. I thought maybe you had a question, but no. All right, so here we are. So this is a really, really fine stone and brand new too. So let's get this one at home right now. If you're loving it, one only, and then we're gonna do something really special and give you a nice big old value. I think that's why you're here. There's a lot of places you can shop for jewelry. You want the best. Might as well treat yourself to the best, especially if I'm giving it away. So here we go, not $99.99. You got a better value coming your way, so don't worry your pretty little head that it's new, because I know I say that and a lot of people panic, like, oh, if it's new, I don't know. Nope, guys, if I had to price things based on when they were made, everything would be all over the map. So I got to bring the new pieces down to the prices we did 10 years ago, which is why our values are so darn good, which is why I'm always telling you the values are better now than they've ever been. If you shop with me 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, you're actually getting better values now. It's true, absolutely true, because again, most of my items I've already shown you throughout the first 20 minutes have been older items. So I got to bring everything down so it all makes sense. And instead of bringing the old prices up, that wouldn't be something I don't think you guys would like as much. So we're going to take the new, bring it on down. Just don't worry at all that it's a newer item. It's just a really special opportunity where we're going to send it out cheap, cheap, cheap. Watch this. It's not even $49.99. Fancy cuts should go for a little more. Operative word being should, not actually asking for more, given that it is a fancy cut and a more unusual style, and it's a beautiful bigger diamond. That counts for something too, but we're going to make sure it disappears and quickly and make it a lot more affordable than even $4,000 or $3,000 or $29.99. Now we're really going for it here. $1,999, that's it. And did anybody get the white gold butterfly yet? Nobody. Okay, so everybody wanted just, it's fascinating. Usually rose gold's the one that's going to stick around forever and ever, but no, today y'all wanted the rose gold. So our white gold butterfly is still here. If you want to get it, so is the aqua star with the Zimbarans. We're going to move on from this one because that one's going to be, yeah, you better believe that's going to be gone in about 30 seconds. No question about it. Such a beautiful value on a 335, but also with that very impressive diamond that is not an exact match in the cut, but as close as you can do to a kite cut is the rhombus, because you can see it's more even side lengths there on the rhombus cut, which is the diamond in the bail. And then it's a nice size, 22 points, really big one there. And in pendants, we got quite a few today. I've got a large kunzite, I've got a large radiant cut color change sphene, I've got a different tanzanite if you want traditional cutting. I have a necklace that is a Congolese, well, I shouldn't even tell you what this is, but it's a Congolese tourmaline. And wait till you see this color. This color is so fantastic. I don't know about you guys, but I look at that and I see purple Paraíba. not listed as a Paraiba, and good news there because it is affordable for a big size. So you're gonna love that heart shape in a necklace as well. Love that it's all done, ready to wear, all one piece. Don't need to worry about, you know, finding your own chain or that extra expense that another chain would be. So that one's $19.99. Shall we get into our, remember the Imperial Topaz that I had last night? We needed to bring it back out. It was a pendant, and it was so special because it was an Imperial in a princess cut. And I cannot think of a better idea, because when you're talking about Imperial Topaz, and I think, you know, I'm trying to really rack my brain here. I cannot remember having ever in my history of 10 years here, I don't think I've ever had a drop style Imperial Topaz earring. I know there was one pair of studs one time. That was all I can recall, even having an Imperial Topaz in an earring. But this being that subtle, now it's not like a drop that's gonna have a lot of movement. This is not a chandelier earring. It's a really subtle drop. It's almost like a little stiletto meets a hoop meets a drop, because it's all stationary. It stays in one place. This isn't gonna spin or turn, but those are princess cuts. And what a regal stone it is. We call this really the precious of all topaz, the all natural, the unheated, the untreated, and yet this is the ideal of colors that if you're with us all the time, you think it's probably commonplace, but it's actually so incredibly rare. There's only less than 1% of the entire mining that's ever been done in the Ouro Preto mine, which is the only source in the world. It's in Brazil, and only less than 1% have ever had any kind of embodiment of pink. And almost every stone I show you, since we're only interested in bringing you quality, almost every stone I've shown you here has been the pinky golden color. So we're only really dabbling in the rarest of the rare, which is what we tend to do. So you've got the rarity here, as you see, but then matched up, there's an extra high level there when you're matching up two of the rarest color and cut together. And princess cuts, there they are, also 113, 1484. Given the fact there's 312 in your total gem weight, 312, 14 points in diamonds, and you can even see as they move, it almost looks like it's changing between golden, and I'm talking like rich, think Madeira, citrine, golden colors, but then with that pink, so when you get those two together, it really only looks like one thing, because not everybody's gonna come up to you and say, oh, I love your Imperial Topaz. Even the collectors of jewelry rarely know this stone because it is just that limited by nature. But what a lot of people would assume, if they know jewelry, is they would assume Padparasha sapphire. And that is certainly what you get here with this pink golden combo. And they're super affordable, so come on in. Just feel free to just dial in. And if you'd like to see the pendant, maybe you weren't with me last night, and if you weren't, there was a pendant which is the exact match in the yellow gold. It was a princess cut as well with a diamond halo. We'd be happy to bring that back out. But here's what we'll do on this one, the earring, which has a drop of, let's make sure we get you the measurement so you know exactly what to expect. There it is at let's call it 7/8, where the diamonds begin and the stone stops. And then we'll show you, it's got this really nice kind of exaggerated shepherd's hook design, but it's not a shepherd's hook because it's actually going to be a hoop where it all comes together. What I mean by that is if you look at the side, it's going to open up just the bottom third of the hoop in the back is actually hinged. So I'm going to show it real here because I've learned that sometimes we're confused when we get a piece at home. How do I open it? How do I put it on? How do I wear it? So just showing you, this is that bigger hoop, which goes a lot deeper than most leverbacks do, and you're still going to have this little hinge, which just flips right up into place, and then it's locked. So simple and easy, and then open it up and it closes on its own. And so meaning you got to just give it a little push and then it's on its way where it latches and perfectly aligns. And then your diamonds are going to be right up front, which you'll see here continuously throughout. Here's what they look like from a distance away. How pretty are those? Just seeing that gorgeous styling that you have with all the diamonds starting right here at the top. You can jog them back a little bit if you just want to see the diamonds. If you want to move them forward, you can do that too. I just like seeing just straight up the diamonds and the Imperial there at the base. So it's one pair only. Let's go back up close. Just wanted you to see the size they give. And we're going to blow them out. They're supposed to be $49.99. That's not bad at all, considering this is a very large Imperial. They're 1.5 carats plus each one. So that's remarkable to see. You don't get that all the time with an Imperial Topaz. But watch this price tag come on down. And I mean, crashing on down. They're brand new, but again, it doesn't matter. They are crashing down on their very first airing here. This is that ultimate value level. And I'll tell you right now, I could never do 1.5 carats. One individual stone in a ring for this price tag. Never. You know by watching the show. You know by seeing Imperial Topaz. 1.5 carats a large size. We got 2 of them here. They're larger. They're exotic cuts. There's a lot of gold. and they're less than even $3,000 for the pair, not $29.99. You're getting a significant discount right here. We're going to move everything tonight. It's just a matter of sometimes pieces go early, sometimes they go later. It just depends on arrivals, when everybody arrives tonight. But remember, there is a flash sale coming up, and this might be, if I had more than one, I never would make a one-of-a-kind flash sale because I don't think that's fair. But we are going to make it the flash sale pricing, the discount below cost, just so that they can find their way on out and move to one of you guys instead. So you're wearing the Imperials, these beautiful, drenched with color, like a lot of sunlit kind of glow. It's a beautiful sunset type of dual color here, and they're not even $2,500 to get two huge Imperials. Think about what a carat and a half goes for in a ring. These are carat 60 or so, almost. So they're really impressive size, but you're getting, of course, diamonds as well, and it's the matching of the princess cuts. Let me know if you want to see the pendant too. It was here last night. It was, my recollection, it was a little smaller stone, but it was under $1,000. It was $9.99. So if you want the pendant, we can bring that on out for you. But this one's actually going to be better than even $24.99. We're going even lower. This is one pair. I cannot in 10 years ever recall having a drop style in an Imperial. And it's funny because most of the Imperial, if you ever look it up or do a Google search on it, the first thing that's likely to come up, I haven't done it in a while, but the first thing that usually comes up is those big Imperial topaz earrings that made these famous. Most people never had heard of it until they realized that a very famous actress by the name of Ellen Barkin, she auctioned off her Imperial topaz that she wore on the red carpet, and oh, they garnered some incredible amount of money. It was in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, if I recall correctly, but it was really what put Imperial on the map and kind of made it a little bit more of at least a household name as far as jewelry lovers is concerned. So here's your own set of earrings, but very wearable and very, very, again, unusual to see that cut. Let's go $19.99. You don't mind. An extra $500 off on me. We'll take them down again so that they can go find their home under $2,000. What a big value that is. And excited to see them here. And again, matching pendant at under $1,000. If you'd like to see it, just holler at me. We can bring that out for you. But let's also get into, well, we got some very, very important indicolite here. It's one of our best, a true indicolite as well, which are, you know how those are. True blues all the way through, really no greens, no teal. And then we're even going to see rhodochrosite. Sweet home rhodochrosite. It's a really good one. Now our diamond wheel is also coming up because it's the bottom of the hour. We'll see who's got the Imperial topaz earrings. And then there's also a purple sapphire, rare as can be. New purple sapphire. That looks to me like a cornflower blue. I mean, and I always tell you, a cornflower blue has a little bit of purple element to it. But this one, yeah, the Imperials are gone. Congratulations, look at this. Yeah, that's pretty darn close to cornflower, I would say. Pretty much exactly what you want to see with a cornflower blue sapphire. Let me see if I can polish it any better than they did. 113-1462. It's our 18 karat gold, and it's got a little bit of a knife edge style, just a subtle knife edge style. That is not a sharp style. It just means it comes to a point in the middle of the band, but then it flares out with those tapered baguettes, and also traditional baguettes are top and bottom on this 178. We're calling it purple, but it definitely has a purple blue. It is really just, I would say, just headed on a little over to the purple side of cornflower. It's giving you just a touch more purple than a traditional cornflower does, but it's a 178, so it's a nice size. This is all 18 karat gold, and it's got 26 points of the fancy cuts, which are tapered baguettes, and also the extra baguettes. And then your diamond weight is 19 points on the rounds, and we will bring it on out and down and under that $4,999 price tag. It's going a lot lower than that. And Jason, when you have a chance, ask them if they saw the pendant last night. I'd love to bring it out if they didn't see it. Just let me know if they want to see the match to the earrings that they just picked up. We'd be happy to do that for you. But here's our beautiful purple. Do we have handy the cornflower image? Because this is what defines what is a cornflower. And this is, like I said, maybe just one smidge more purple. Which one? Do you want to see it? Okay, so could we just ask Andy if he can bring that out for me, Joanne? Would that be too much trouble to have the Imperial Topaz Princess Cut pendant from last night brought out? I don't have anything out here from yesterday. Yeah, I was doing wheel repair for the show. But here we are with a better value than $49.39, even $29.99. Let's go ahead and send this one out. And it's going to be a real classic as far as on the hand. Take a look at this. This is a really lovely one. Oh, I love that image. Yeah, it is just a little bit. It's more like the center of the cornflower, isn't it? Is really what this looks like. And so we'll take it even lower than 29. Let's just go for it. $19.99 first caller when it's 18 karat gold and brand new. And you know that extra element of purple actually makes it more rare. it's easier to find a blue sapphire than a purple. Yes, even a cornflower. So it really is kind of nice that you're getting the really deluxe end of the rarity of this sapphire world. So fabulous value, especially in that 18 karat gold. My goodness, that's more of a band price on its own at a great value than adding in a nearly 2 karat all natural sapphire there. That's really astounding. So, and it's also unheated, so there's that. It is an all natural stone, so it's obviously we bring you natural, but there's a different level of natural when we talk about a sapphire that didn't get any heat treatment whatsoever. And this is that stone, didn't get treatment at all. No heating even, which is extremely rare for the sapphire world. And of course, that's why we're so impressed that it's got the clarity that it does and the color. Now, Jason, who did you have that picked up those earrings? Thank you so much. Mary. All right, Mary, we're going to show you because it sounds to me like maybe she did not see it yesterday, which means it's worth a look, isn't it? Because it happens to be the match. So let me just show Mary really quickly here and anybody else who might like it. I do want to, well, it always does this. I tend to hold it, but then I block some of the diamonds. So just be aware that there are diamonds where I'm holding it, but I really also at the same time, I know it's a little bit angled, but you can really see the same pinky peachy color here. Same cutting. Again, I'm going to hold it where the diamonds are. So there are diamonds all the way around that square off design and that squared off halo, but it's 113-1474 and it's the 109, so very similar in size, so it'll be the right proportion. And it's also a princess cut with 7 points in baguettes and 8 points in the round, so a total diamond weight there of 15 points around it. And then here's what it looked like on the hand, still in yellow, so there's a match there as well to the earring that we had. And here's what it looks like from a distance away, so you can see how lovely that is. That would be the perfect pairing, the absolute identical match here in color, in cutting, in gold color as well. And this one, oh yeah, look at that, a 3/4 inch top to bottom. Here's what it looks like on the neckline as well. Just give it a little shake there so it is able to move freely on that little hinge. There's a little O-ring always between the bail and the drop so that it has a little bit of movement. Otherwise, I think if it's just a stationary piece, it can look a little bit cheaper. So we really have that freedom of movement that it has. And so you can see that there, how even when the bail is still, there's still a little dance to the stone. This one is just remarkable. I mean, I marveled at it last evening. I'm going to marvel all over again. It's $999 for the match of the earrings we just had. So first caller is going to take it. And again, I know how many of you forget about us on Wednesday, and I hope you won't, but it's just inevitable that after being, gone on Mondays and Tuesdays, we take a little couple of days here, and then everybody's kind of a little late to tune in. So as the week goes on, we get busier. So it's always nice to, if there was something that you heard about through the grapevine, or maybe you caught a glimpse of in a review, this is a chance to pick up something from even a Wednesday night show if you missed it. So that's $999. And again, if I can balance it, and this one never likes to balance, but take a good look right there at those diamonds. So it's got continuation. It's really 3 baguettes on each side, and then the rounds in the corner. That's gone. Congratulations. Well done. So now we have a big old discount on a sapphire. It's a yellow sapphire. The purple's still here, by the way. So you're more than welcome to grab that purple sapphire that we just showed you. But here's our yellow, and this one's also going to be unheated and treated. Thank you on the Imperial. It's gone as well. But call me on the purple, and then we're going to do something wild here on our marquise cut. And then we still have the tanzanite pendant, the sambar and garnet earrings, and the fabulous aqua that was under $1,000 as well. And that is all still here from earlier. But here's our yellow sapphire, which is 113-1155. And isn't it a beauty? This marquise cutting, which I think is so fabulous with a yellow in particular, because it really allows some dance with the light, bright color. But it's also 88 points in the marquise and some diamonds mixed in. This is the famous raindrop ring, sort of. We started with an original band that was really wide, and we called it the raindrop ring. And now this is, that was, of course, just diamonds. This is really designed with that same concept in mind, but with a center stone in the middle to showcase. And this time we're looking at a gorgeous rare cut. It's a beautiful sunshine yellow, which really is very reminiscent of what we'd see out of a great yellow diamond. But instead, we're talking about a major discount that even a yellow diamond could not do. And that is where we go rare, rare here. And of course, unheated again, just like our purple was. Here's what it looks like. Fits really like a band to start. It does set up a little elevated off the hand, as you can see. It's really like a band over a band where it's got some elevation. So it's really a striking style. And yet there's something pretty about being able to see what we call negative space. Just a fancy way to say, cut out details in your jewelry. And that's really, I think, attractive, especially on the hand. But also giving a lot of light to those diamonds and that sapphire. And it's down from that $28.88 price tag that once was, and now we got a much different deal for you just to send it all out. Everything got to go tonight. Got a big flash sale coming up at some point in this show that before you go, oh, a flash sale. Okay, I bet it's one I've seen before. Oh, no, it is not. It is nothing you've seen before at a flash sale price tag, and it is unbelievable. It's our best one yet. Yes. Thank you. Our purple cornflower is gone as well. And now down we go. $19.99 will not be on the yellow. Let's take it on down right now to $12.99 just to send it out. And that solid yellow gold there with a lot of beautiful, love the mill grain. It's like a heavier mill grain. See how there's a narrow mill grain between that runs vertically, but then horizontally on the outsides of the band, you get more of a heavy, almost like a bead style design on the edges to really give it a nice, elegant designer wow factor. It really does give us that high-end look. You know who does all that really cool mill grain in there. They do a lot of sterling silver as well. That's still really pricey. And then they do gold, and oh my gosh, it's like, you know, kind of house prices. So like a small house, like maybe, you know, one of those. But it's really, really, truly an amazing value there at an unheated sapphire. It's almost 1 carat in size. Now, you ready for our diamond deal? We've got our diamond stud. These are the illusion setting style that we love because it makes it look like you're getting a massive diamond without having one massive diamond price tag. Instead, and the funny thing is these are still out there in designer worlds and they have a massive price tag. They do, if you're shopping the designer world. And I'm gonna tell you right now, these are gonna go first and fastest, and there is not a shadow of a doubt in my mind. Because A, some of you are like me and are obsessed with anything emerald cut, baguette, step cut, Asher. This is the earring, and it's the only one we've never had them before, keep in mind. You guys know and have seen styles like this before, but I'll tell you, it gets even a larger look when you go with the pear shape or the heart shapes, which would be perfect for gifting. Gotta zoom back. That's when you know they're big earrings. Usually I can fit 3 to 5 pairs of earrings on one wheel. I had to go back here because these are just that large, and of course you're going to see them on as well. But 2 of the pair, look at this, look at that. The way those pear shapes are just gleaming and glistening. Also have a heart-shaped design, and you can see that each style, like this designer is known for, each style is a combination of tapered baguettes and of course classic baguettes in the case of the one in the front middle there. But they're tapered baguettes and rounds together, and what they do as a result is they give you such a big overall look, like nobody's going to glance at your ear and think you're wearing anything but one massive size diamond. But the truth is that would be very costly. This would be about probably about a 5 carat diamond in each ear. So a 10 carat total weight earring would be, even in low quality diamonds, really expensive. So it's really a nice chance to say, well, you know what, I know I'm getting even more sparkle because Lolo tells me that having more cuts equals more sparkle. And that's absolutely true. It's not only more cutting, it's different types of cutting, still brought together to look like one major stone. And the beauty of it is, for us who love great designer values, is that not only are you getting the designer quality and the designer look and all of that that are in retail now for over $18,000 a pair, but the best part of all is that, one more thing, they're all 18 karat gold. So if you're hypersensitive to alloys, which are of course what mix with pure gold to make sure they're stronger to hold your diamonds, you would never trust, like, right? You're not gonna trust a weak person to hold up your really, really heavy vase or your heavy sculpture in your home, but no different. You really need a very strong metal to hold your most precious of diamonds, which these are, your VS stones in the baguettes and the rounds together. So you need a metal that's strong enough, but a lot of us can be more sensitive to the different alloys that mix in with your pure gold to make it strong. Because pure gold itself, 24 karat, is just too soft. It's just too weak. So again, we don't put our jewelry in it. But what I'll tell you right now is you got a mega value coming up. And by the way, guess what? One of a kind, each of them. So if you're going for the center, the left, or the right, the heart, the pear, or the center emerald cuts, which I will guarantee you right now, are going to go first and fastest. And I know that's scary, the thought of $18,000 in retail, yikes. I'll tell you right now, we're gonna make these a price tag that is below our own cost. This isn't technically the flash sale because I've only got one of each. And that would not be fair to everybody who wants a great under cost discount. But it is good enough price-wise to be a flash sale when they are as large as they are. And just for perspective, before you actually say sold, I'm gonna show you some of them on because they're massive. These are not small. Remember, we had to zoom way back just to fit all 3 pairs on the wheel. They're massive individual stones. They're really, or rather, individual earrings. And we're gonna show you, do not tell me. Did the wheel just, okay, I thought it maybe stopped. No, don't do that. This is a new wheel. All right, so here's what we've got. 18 karat all the way around. I've got on the pear shapes, here are your diamond weights. 66 points on the pairs. 36 plus 44. Wait a minute. What happened to my heart shape? There it goes. Okay, so on the heart shapes, it's going to be a breakdown of 36 and 44. So that would be 80 points overall on the heart shapes. And then up front, up center, 87 plus 18. Hello, you're getting over a carat in diamonds in what's in the center. I'm going to start there, and please dial early because they're not $18,000 a pair. Promise you that. And we will also recap another pair of earrings that was from last night, so we'll do that as well. But let's take a quick look. Okay, does anybody have a nobody on the lines yet? Okay. Tony, what I'm going to do is talk about 1125019 first and show these on the hand, because this is not a small stud. This is a brick of diamonds, and I love the way they look and shimmer in the lights here. All VS stones, of course. This is what they look like. They're close to a ½ inch in length just on this, what I'm calling the emerald cut overall, because that's the appearance. It certainly looks like an emerald cut. There's not an emerald cut in it. And take a look at them on just to see what they look like here. I will just, center post, by the way, so you can put them on. I think probably straight up and down is probably the way you're going to prefer to wear them, but you know, if you want to put them in a diagonal or east to west, that's totally fine. But that's an idea of the size from a distance. Let's go back up close and take another look at them, because you also have the pear shape or the heart shape, which are also going to be actually, well, a little larger. And we're going to blow them all out. So remember, this is your chance, one of a kind pairs. That's it. Please dial early. It would be silly not to, because you know what? If they're too much money, we're not forcing you to buy anything. But what you can't do is get them after they're sold, and we've already had a lot of people missing out on things already today. So that's just not right. We want to make sure you get in. You can avoid that heartbreak. Trust me, you can. But you just got to dial in really, really, really early. And let's do something better than, remember I mentioned $18,000 retail plus tax? My tax in LA County is going to be $1,800. I really, really want to make sure that these are very affordable to the point where you don't even question, where do you go for your jewelry? If you got $18,000, you're going, that's okay, that's a drop in the bucket for me, that's okay, I can go spend that, go do it. But don't, because you know what, that's not right. You can get more jewelry. You can give the extra to charity, put it away for the kids, right? This is where you get a better value on the same darn thing. Finished on the inside, 18 karat solid. Choose your favorite. I don't know who's on what yet, nobody. Okay, we just got one caller, it's William, waiting for the rainbows. So we're gonna show that coming up. But we're gonna do a really, really, really wild value. What if I tell you these were supposed to be $29.99, and I am now inspired by the idea of 90% off, because that is a sale that I think we can all get excited about. I know that's not just me getting excited about a 90% off sale, but we're doing that but better, because 90% off retail would be $1,800. I'm not even asking $1,800. I want these gone and quickly. We've got a last mad dash here till our top of the hour. And what could be happening at the top of the hour? We don't know yet. But take a look at what's happening now on the one-of-a-kind earrings. They are indeed under, I can't believe I'm saying this, I'm doing under $1,800. I'm going even less than $1,799. Why not? One pair only. Remember, they're 18 karat solid. The diamond weights we can go over if you missed them. We can try on the other ones as well. But these are wild. And we're going to make them $1,777 a pair while they last. Just let me know, heart shape, pear shape, or the middle, which is like an emerald cut look. All of them done to perfection in this wonderful style. Let me know who wants to see what. The heart shapes are 5020. Sounds like we might be verifying. They're 1777 for diamond weights that are, well, I know the middle one is well over a carat in diamonds, which is outstanding, right? Because you got your 87 points just in the baguettes and then the 18 points of the round. So 105 on the center. Yes. Heart shapes going on next. That's 5020. That's going to be your 36 and your 44. We break it down, baguettes and rounds respectively. So you're going to have a total of 80 points here on the heart shape. Let me show you the size that they give you. Also a center post on the heart shapes as well. You'll see, oh yeah, look at how big and bold those are. Yet you can really make out that they are indeed a heart shape. So you can see that, and again, that's going to be 80 points overall. 80 points total weight in your diamonds there. 80 points overall, and you see that as they move and turn, those tapered baguettes with those rounds, they're outstanding, aren't they? So that's $1,777 for the pair, and center post allows you to put them at a little angle if you want to. Yes, the heart shapes are gone. We'll go back because we have two left. Heart shapes are spoken for, 5020, and then we will show, I think, Jason, you're waiting patiently for that request. We will show that next, and that's on the way. Another great pair of earrings. earrings from last night. We will see them. And by the way, the centerpiece is going to be your 105. If you want to go with the pear shapes, that's going to be an overall 66 point weight in the pear. So pear shape 66, but far more carat weight there on the look of emerald cut there as well. So we've got another pair of earrings coming up, and they are from last evening. This is 1120997. They're in rose gold only, or I'm sorry, yellow gold only, and we're looking at the motif of the baguettes in sapphires and diamonds together. Really, we're going to leave those there. Someone leaving them for me. I'm buying those at 8 o'clock tonight if they're still available. No question. Look at this. This is a really special look. The baguettes are sapphires. The diamonds are also going to be baguettes too. And you've got this really cool circular, but not totally, because it's actually a hexagon style. So it feels this very modern motif. And of course, when they're on, post is at the top because it's open in the middle. But you see when you've got your blue sapphires up top, green, they're going to be off to your left, and then the pinks on the other side, and your series of pot barrages in reds and yellows. And those were only, gosh, those were a really great value, $12.99 in the yellow gold, and those are gone as well. Congratulations. Just a reminder, these are still here. We'll come in close. I know that they may need a little polishing here, so let me do that too, because item number 1125019 is here for you. Thank you so much on the sapphires in the rainbows. Who got those diamond heart-shaped earrings? Linda, congratulations. Thank you so much. Enjoy them. They're beauties, aren't they? And then, of course, don't forget about our purple sapphire is gone. Our whole imperial topaz suite is gone. One butterfly necklace is still left. And then let me add the other one to the mix here. I'm trying to really make sure these are polished a little bit better if I can. And this was your 105 total weight. 18 karat white gold, 105 karat weight, and yes, that gleam is no illusion. That is what larger baguettes that you have put together. It's they're all larger stones, but there's two on the top, two on the bottom, a series of them going right down the middle. They're stacked in a vertical way, but they're going across the middle of the earring. See how much better they look when they're polished up a little bit better? That's what they do, and this is why I'm really just completely obsessive about anything with step faceting, because it's not just about the step faceting. That's internally what's giving rainbow brilliance, but instead it's also that flashbulb effect. And if you've ever seen a red carpet, and I'm sure that in today's day and age we've all maybe not necessarily been on a red carpet, but certainly seen what happens when, you know, the celeb is getting out of the big, the big SUV, and they're going to walk into that talk show or go onto that red carpet to do their movie premiere or whatever it is, or maybe it's the meet and greet after the concert. There's always the series of the big old flash bulbs. We call it it's the photography, of the red carpet. And that's the look you're getting, because it's that surface shine off all of those stones that is so impressive there. And it's $17.77 for that pair. I thought those would go first and fastest. We've just not had anything like that. So they're still available, just one pair. And if you're an earring lover but you like a little color, we've got diamonds and mehenges in, I know this hasn't been here in a very long time, so for a lot of you, it will be an introduction. The rose earring. There used to be a pendant. The pendant is no longer. The pendant is long sold out, but this is the earring with the rose gold. And by the way, you wouldn't even need to get the rose gold. Good news there. So rose gold, mehenge spinel, and diamonds. And I hope you're all ready for something very, very important coming up at some undisclosed time here tonight. So that's going to be coming up, our biggest flash sale ever. And I mean, big deal, big value, and huge opportunity. Let's show you what else we have in, it's getting to that museum masterpiece time of the night. And we have a very, very special stone here that happens to be the utmost of the entire collection we've ever had of indicolite tourmaline. Isn't this something? I'm getting to our museum masterpiece a little bit on the early side, about 7 minutes early here tonight, because we have a pretty incredible top of the hour for you. And remember, at some point tonight, there is a flash sale, the big one, that you haven't seen yet. Of course, that would be we bring them, they sell out, they're done, and they'll never be brought back again. So it's really exciting. And we've got one tonight that is the best yet, and it really truly is. So we'll get into that, but this is the museum masterpiece, no doubt about it. It's 112-8140 is your item number. That is the 10 karat 35 private collection indicolite tourmaline. It is really deserves to be in a museum on display right now, and the only better place I can think about ever seeing something like this or having something like this would be as a part of our Museum Masterpiece Showcase, which is also known as the Must Go. And that's where it becomes extremely important. It is a must go situation. So this one's going to come down to a brand new low, when obviously it's a little bit on the pricey side when you're talking about the rarest indicolite, but also a huge testament to the rarity of the stone, not just because of its size being over 10 carats and its true blue color, which is really tough to find in any size of tourmaline, but also the fact that it is clean. That is another big, big kind of like a feather in its cap, if you will, of really what is so extraordinary about this individual stone and why it was swept into the private collection many, many decades ago. This is not something that's new to us. It is part of the private collection of this family that really is one of those that we've decided to now share with you. It's been on the air once. There was a $39,999 price tag on it, which is why it is remaining here, because quite frankly, anything less than that, it's going to go. But the beauty of Must Go is we're not taking a little discount or a minor discount. It is about a tremendous amount of savings, which simply means it will go. It's not must go, it's will go. We've proven that over these last several weeks of showcasing, really ever since right before June kicked off. We got this, it was the end of May when we really started this once a night. Sometimes I've been really lucky to bring it 2 times a night where we've had Museum Masterpiece Must Goes, and they've been doing exactly that. And what a thrill to bring you one of our best yet in this size, this color, this clarity, everything. Let's take a look at it on the hand here as well, because all that blue, and I would say maybe even more so on the blues when I just briefly had it out of the light. You're seeing that now as well. This is a lot more true to life color, and it's just straight up these intense blues, not like a sapphire. You can see I've got some blue sapphires here on my wrist, over here on this bracelet. They're really, when you get tourmalines that are blue, they are not that color. They are this. This is really your textbook indicolite color, exactly as it should be. The big, big flashes of light that it gives. It's such a rarity. I've got one, that's it, and that's pretty obvious probably. It even has that split shank on the sides, and really we kept the mounting extremely classic, and I think that was wise to do. So now we get to have a little fun here, and we get to go crazy with this price tag, this discount, this value, not even asked for $30,000. Well, this is a moment. And again, museum collectors, come on in if you're already thinking about it. Important to do so right now. This is the time. Here's your moment. It's not 30 and it's not 29,000. It's not 20,000 either. It's 10 carats 35. And I know that when we have the 1 carat sizes, we had a 1 carat the other day. It was 5,500. We had a 1 carat and a half. It was more than that. This is where it's a really challenging stone to get down in price. And you know this if you watch the show, but just for those of you that maybe are a little more infrequent viewers, this is a stone we have actually fewer of by far than even Paraibas. And that's considered one of the rarest stones in the entire world. And yet we usually see more of the Paraiba in anything copper bearing than we do actual indicolite tourmaline. So it's really, really unique and rare. It's very special. Let's take a look at it. It's not even gonna be, well, not even $10,000. And I'm just gonna, must go means must go, right? That's what it means. So let's take it even less than $99.99. This is a moment. And I'm going even lower, so now there's absolutely no reason to not be on the phone lines, because you're gonna save even more. And that is really important. And that's why you want maybe a lot more. Maybe I'll go a significant discount. It's whatever it takes, and we got 3 minutes left to go in this hour, and we've got a big show ahead and a really major moment in particular that's going to set an all-time world record for us here in all the decade we've been around, but this is not even $89.99. Is right. This is really wrong. This is what you don't do with precious, rare, can't repeat them, can't bring them back gems. Okay, but it's going to take more than that, isn't it? It sure looks like it. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to go even better than 88.88. You asked for it. Maybe you didn't ask for it. Maybe you're going, don't tempt me any further. Oh no, don't go any lower. Don't do it, because I can't resist a good deal, especially on a museum piece. What's the deal with museum pieces? That isn't just good jewelry. It's not just great jewelry. Museum worthy is museum worthy. That means we don't have anything else to bring out like it. That means it's worthy of being not in a retail. Listen, if there was a retail store that had it, you cannot be calling it museum. If there was retailers out there that had 10 karat plus, super clean, bright indicalites, that'd be fine. Then you can put a really comparable retail price tag. Museum pieces are a different level. There is no price tag. There is no comparing retail price because they're not out there. That's what this is. And I keep getting distracted in that preview monitor with the blue colors. I've seen, a fair amount of indicalites over the last nearly 3 decades. There have been very few, even in small 1 carat sizes, that ever have done what this stone is able to do right now, giving those bright blues. And you know what? Since it's not gone yet, and I'm already losing money, like a bunch, we're going to go even lower than 88.88 and say goodbye to the Indicolite 10 karat 35 stone, emerald cut, amazing color. And you know what? $7,999. First caller on that one. That'll be it. $79.99. One caller will take it. I don't know who it's going to be, but they are going to be one very happy collector. And you got the makings of your own museum at home at $79.99 for that one. It is affordable. It is rare. We're well under $1,000 a carat, which just doesn't happen on this gem. My 1 carats here are usually about $4,500 to $5,000 a carat. And that's for the 1 and the 1.5s. So to see a 10 karat 35 be that affordable is really a bit wrong, and wrong in the best way. So that's our last call on the Indicolite, okay? We've got a big moment coming up for our top of the hour. We have an incredible flash sale today as well. I didn't want you to go anywhere or miss it because I know these flash sales are a bit of a surprise. That's the whole point. That is where I don't even necessarily know when they're ever coming up. You know, it's so funny. Because otherwise, if I know, I'm going to tell you. And the whole point of a flash sale is to really be an element of surprise. And true story, I had a message on Facebook from a customer today who rarely reaches out. She just reaches out when she's got something very specific or something very special she's looking for in hopes that we might be able to make something. And she messaged me this afternoon and she said, tell me something. She was asking about a request, and once I helped her out with that, she said, tell me, is there anything special happening tonight? And I gotta say, as we are at the top of the hour, this may be the most special show I've had yet. June 18th of 2026 might be the most special show. And you know, it's sometimes one item is all it takes to make for a very memorable night. And we have that tonight. Something coming up, not quite yet. It's coming, not quite yet, but it is a very, very big moment for our big diamond lovers because I have a 1 carat diamond. And it's a 1 carat diamond that's not in a solitaire where you're worried about, I don't need to get engaged again because that's already happened or that's not interesting to me or whatever it is. It's actually in the most wearable form you can get a 1 carat diamond. Even earrings are not as universal, I don't think, as a pendant, because a pendant everybody can wear. Earrings not everybody can wear. There are always going to be those people out there that don't have their ears pierced. But with a pendant, everybody can wear it, universally loved, universally, no sizing needed, no worries about that. So it's really a big value. Nobody has ever been able to do what I'm going to do with a VS diamond. It's our 1 carat pendant, and it's coming up. It's a flash sale. I'm telling you a little bit about it so you know to stay here, because if you walk away from this show and if you tune in later or forget or you get busy or you get caught up, you are going to miss it, and then you are going to be very, very, very upset with yourself that you missed this deal, because flash sales are come and go, and it will be coming up within this hour. So don't go anywhere, because I really want you to see what's happening on this value, because simply nothing's ever happened like it ever before, and that's what's happening. We've had a beautiful earring, the stud earring, sold out. We had a smaller pendant, sold out. So I think you're going to really like it, and it's going to be a great way to do some gifting as well because of the universal property to it. Before we do that, though, I really have an important Speen and Kunzite collection, but I thought for this top of the hour, as we get ready for a flash sale, again, don't want you to miss it. I get so much hate mail when people miss flash sales, and I go, I can't help it. I can't help it. The whole beauty of it is it's a flash sale, but it's coming up soon, so don't go anywhere. And like I said, if you have a diamond lover in your family or in your circle of friends or somebody you know, maybe it's a colleague at work, and you know they love diamonds, make sure they're with us, because I will tell you, no big box store, no retailer, no wholesaler, nobody, no shopping network can do what we do on diamonds. And we're going to actually top ourselves here tonight in a big, big way. But before we do that, I have these massive turquoise earrings I want to share with you. And then we have something really rare called Malaya Garnet, which you probably haven't seen too often. So that's going to be coming up as well. We have this beautiful designer mounting for it, plus plus we have some tanzanite to get to as well. So first, it's the turquoise. By the way, our $79.99 Dickolite must-go piece. There it is. And there is another museum masterpiece tonight. We'll try to fit in at some point, but it's also this gorgeous earring. So let me show you our diaspores because it's a two-parter. This is usually the time of night when we see those diaspores. That's wild. What do you think? Oh, please sit for me. There we go. That's a diaspore earring. So wait, you're telling me there's another one that looks exactly like that? Sure is, right there. Can you believe it? Two incredible trillion cut that are showing off more purple and red. It's not an illusion. That's why they're also museum-worthy earrings. Matched up diaspores, 41 carats of diaspore. Oh my goodness, 41 carats? 21 carats almost each because they're 41.64 overall. I'll just give a quick look-see here. They're 112-8398. Then we'll get to a smaller earring and we'll show you everything. All you got is 2 more hours to see it all. And this is the amazing Diaspora Trillion. I cannot get over the colors. We have not seen one yet that does what these two identical trillions are offering. So much purple red. 41.64 is the carat weight altogether, so really close to 22 carats each. So this is really special, isn't it? And or 21 carats each. And then you've got 87 points in diamonds as well. And it's a really beautiful classic halo around your trillions, then that top hoop done in diamonds as well. It is a fabulous look. They're in yellow gold. They're going to sit beautifully because, well, they were designed the right way to support a very large stone. They've got this hinged style open enclosure here. So you see a straight post and then that flip down hinge and then it just flips right up. Let's give you a length and try them on and give a blowout price. The must-go price. They're definitely museum. Most retailers are not going to even know what a diaspora is, let alone have one to show you. They are an inch and I'm going to call them, they're not quite an inch and a half, so 1 3/8. And we'll take a look at them on here and they're going to be affordable for what they are. You know, this is it's not one that you put a price on because they're museum, but we did have a TVON price. Obviously, this is not a retail price tag. You don't see anything like this in retail. This is not available or out there. But look at how gorgeous these are with their shimmer and their shine and their dance of light that they give. I mean, those are really incredible. And you know, I've been saying for a long time, I've been such an advocate of diaspores as being such a great neutral. So love the fact that they're going to be greens and golds. It's a soft green, by the way, not like an emerald green. Greens and golds, kiwi greens, lots of pinks and purples here more than ever before. Let's go back up close and give you a wonderful, wonderful discount. I don't know, 146,000. It's a long way these got to go to get to somewhere that can accommodate budgets. I think what we can do here is make this really simple and easy and just, it's a let's see who's paying attention deal. 146 grand. We are looking at every bit worth it, but you know what? For those of us that are saying, I can't spend that. I can't do that. I can't do that on one piece of jewelry, but I really like to have them at the prices right. Here's your chance to do just that. And not even, no, not even gonna do $100,000. And when I tell you, you know these diasporas, we see them in rings. I see 5 carats in rings. 5 carats up to maybe, what's my biggest one? 10 carat, 12 carat, somewhere in that range. Well, we're going over that on each trillion, and the trillion is offering some serious, serious colors. And again, it's a phenomenal gem. It's a complete phenomena. Everything you see with those flecks of mauve, purple, reds, everything is going to change to that color if they're in a different light source. So incandescent lighting takes that stone from one color to another. It just so happens you're getting a preview, if you will. It's like a preview of, okay, now I see what it's going to do when it's in the proper light, when it's capable of being in the proper lighting. Incandescent lighting would give it all that purple red. And the bigger the stones are and the more reds they're showing here in fluorescent lighting, the better that color change is, the more pronounced. I'm giving them away. Watch carefully because this feels as flashy of a flash sale as our flash sale that's coming up. It really, really is. It's striking and it's stunning. And if you're a collector, you've got it, but you're still wearing them. Isn't that the wonderful thing? So many things we collect we don't actually use or wear. They're precious and you got to leave them on a shelf or put them in a safe. This is something you're wearing and not going to be even 100,000. Let's just cut right to it. $99.99. First caller, $99.99. It's unheard of. And I'm going beyond what any of the plan was just to make sure they can go. $99.99, and each one is over 20 carats in size. It's unheard of. And I just sprung that on you to see if we can really get your attention with this museum must go, and then get to our official top of the hour. And then a flash sale is coming, and so much more. But that is crazy good. And if you want to put $5,000 on one card and $5,000 on another, if that makes it easier, do that. I get it. Not everything is 10 grand. It's a little bit more than our average price point. Isn't that wonderful? Because we really do have, that could be our average price point. That could be the price we sell amethyst for. If you're looking at other places on TV that has fine jewelry, you're spending, that kind of money on amethyst and topaz. And instead, here you're getting something really, really, really rare and really exotic, and not the kind of thing that's even available in the designer worlds. All right, we're gonna move on. We've got that Malaya garnet coming up. I decided the turquoise, I'm gonna work on something. I really wanna put this Malaya up because it feels a lot like this stone. Let me explain. It actually is one of these stones that also, and I know we all saw them earlier, we had some Zambarans. This is different. It's a round cut like our Zambarans were, but it's actually the rarest form of Malaya garnet. Now, Malaya garnet is really extremely rare, and it's usually a brown color. So that's what makes this one more exciting, is that it's not brown. Nothing wrong with that color. It was a big color last year in like fashion and everything else, but not always the most attractive in a gem. This looks, let's be honest, it looks like a pinky purple red diamond is what it looks like because of the round diamond cutting. And then also this beautiful array of stones around it. This is it's a beautiful mounting we haven't seen in a long time. This is actually, when you look at it from the side, it doesn't look like a heart shape. On its side with the diamonds mixed in through the middle, diamonds all the way around the border, and then some bigger diamonds there as well that are just dotting the inside of this heart design. It is wild. This is new. 112-8053 is the item number here. Maybe it's not new. I don't know. I've never seen it. It's an old item number, 112. Oh, this gives me a lot of freedom here. I'll tell you what, our Malaya here is 151. We'll talk a little bit about this round cutting. This actually also is like the Zambaran in a way. Even though it's much more rare in its origins, in its color, it is giving a lot of these different nuanced colors. It's not one static stationary color. It's got multiple colors happening, and a big part of that is the round cutting. It is delivering a powerful spark, brilliance and fireworks within. And even though whatever color you see it as right now, as you watch at home, whatever color you see strongest, it's still all the rainbow colors like what we would get out of the brilliance of a diamond. If you look at that stone and you try to focus on one color, you'll notice that immediately you're seeing pops of blue, pops of yellow, pops of orange, pops of green. And that's the brilliance of the stone. It's so beautifully bright and well cut that you're getting this extra high level, and it very much is very diamond-esque. So we're so proud to have it. We're thrilled it's here. It's rare as can be, and it's 109 in diamonds as well. So a lot going on around, not just your round stone, but also with that tremendous diamond weight that if you look, every single diamond is a bit larger in the piece as well. It's not this small little accent work. It's really impressive, and I just noticed our camera was a little off focus. So there we go. Much better there. You can see that sharp contrast there. And here's what we'll do. It's a rarity as well. Could be a museum. I don't know many retailers, you see what I mean? Did you see the blues, the oranges, the yellows, the reds? They're all there. We're going to blow it out for you as best we can. And I'm going to do something also with the gold color. If you want to have it in yellow gold or rose gold, that would be an option for you as well. So let's give you all the options in gold. And let's make it really, really affordable. And let's find a way to get you something that, here's the beauty of it. I think that it's always a challenge personally. If you already own something, you probably don't need to own another. In jewelry, that is. I mean, if it's a jean, okay, maybe you need a style that's a wide leg and you need a skinny leg, and that's kind of that. In jewelry, I don't see the need to buy the same thing over and over and over. Goodness knows some of us probably have done that. That's okay. It just means you're a shopper, right? If you've ever bought the same piece over again, I know I have. Oops, I already have that. So don't feel bad. That happens sometimes with just us jewelry shoppers. But as far as what you need, you probably don't need 18 mandarins or 55 rubies, or, some of you have a lot of tanzanites, but you don't need to have a lot of repeats. it's really fun, I think, to expand the horizon. And one thing I know a lot of us do enjoy doing is trying to expand our collections to get a little bit of something from different categories, something from every gem family, something in every color range. If you don't have a Malaya garnet, I'm probably talking to most of you, it is that rare. That would be totally to be expected. It's really unusual, hard to find, and we're going to make it very affordable here today. Instead of the $79.99 should be price tag, going to take a lot of liberties here and really drop this price down, and most importantly, see if our phone lines are all going strong here before we get to our flash sale, because that is coming any moment, and we don't want you to miss that. On a Thursday, this is why you're here every single show. This is 3 hours Wednesday through Sunday. 3 hours each day, 3 hours every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, 3 hours every Saturday and Sunday morning. That's it. And if you can invest 15 hours a week into looking at gorgeous gems, we make it worth your while each and every time out. And today we're going to have our biggest flash sale ever. But first, before we do that, I really want to get this one out of here. And with all that tremendous diamond weight, you'll see it on the hand here. It's a beautiful, I think it's a great nod to those of us who, I'm not particularly into hearts, but I got to tell you, this is the subtle way to do it, because when it's on the hand, as you will see now, I don't think it reads as anything like a heart. Not at all. I don't think that's at all what you see. But what I do love is the fact that there's a little hidden symbolism, because even though I'm someone who doesn't wear the heart shape, I love love. So I think that at this point, it's really nice to have like those, okay, whether you're into it or not, it has that special meaning, but really, especially when you look at it from the side angle. And then you've got the diamonds that go one way to the other. And then you know what? Here's my other little tip with this one. If you get this ring, and if you own our Wonder Ring, any of them, you can always, you know how we always see the Wonder Ring pointing out as a ring guard? Trick here, point your Wonder Rings in towards the center, and it's another really cool look. So you can put, you see what I'm saying, like go arched up like this and have your point in or in. So that one side or both, you can really have a very unique look. And we're gonna put on the auction block because I really wanna make sure we can get everybody involved. And this is a $79.99 gem. This is a big diamond weight. It's in any gold you want, and we're not starting at 7 or 6 or 5. I really want to try and get everybody a chance to own Malaya. It's why I actually still do this at this point, is literally to say, let's open up the opportunity on rare gems as long as we still have them. And as long as we still have the rare gems that you may not have yet, and as long as we can still bring the incredible values, even when the whole world is topsy-turvy, and we're certainly doing that to a bigger degree than we ever have before. That's why I'm here, is because how else are you going to own a round, gorgeous, stunning, over 1.5 carat Malaya garnet anywhere else? If we're not bringing it to you, who will? Who's going to make it affordable? What about $5,000? It's apparently not affordable enough. What about $4,000? Well, now we're basically at the price of the mounting. Actually, I'm a tad lower than the price of the mounting, if you need the truth. But we're going to go even lower to get this one started. I want to get a lot of activity on this auction. We're gearing up. I know everyone's saving up for the flash sale. That's exciting too. That's on its way, but this is not $4,000. Let's start at $3,500 to get it going. $3,500. If you know anything about rare garnets, this is the one we see more infrequently than Russian demontoids, than Savorites, than the Zambarans and the Mandarins and all these other really, really rare stones. Heck, we even see the Marilani mint color changing garnets even more often than this one. This is the rarity of all rarities when it comes to garnets, and it's only $3,500 to get it started. Okay, maybe not. Let's not do 35. Again, the phone lines being silent is unacceptable. That, especially when we're looking at rare, unique, beautiful jewelry like this. Unacceptable. It just means I haven't done something properly for you. So what about this? $3,000 instead? Let's go there. $3,000 to start with a $10 increment and 60 seconds to get it going. On a massive mounting, lots of diamonds. All you see are diamonds. There's no naked gold here. I love that when you cinch in, when you do the round centered up among those two sideways heart-shaped designs, it actually draws your attention even further in. It's like you're putting a spotlight on that round stone in the middle in the first place. Look at the spark it has. It looks for the world like an incredible diamond. It's a gorgeous color, if you ask me. I think that's a pretty color. I mean, even if you don't care what it is, or like who cares about the rarity? If you're somebody who says, I don't study gems, I don't care, when you start going on and on about rarity or scientific stuff, I tune out, I don't care, I just want pretty jewelry. Well, that works too, I think. I think you can check that box here. You know, I look at it as the perk. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's, you know, I say it all the time. Like, I always like to personify things, you know? I personify my cars, you know, like that kind of thing. I personify jewelry. There's a lot of pretty people in this world, but like to get the personality, like what about the personality? Like the person that's stunning when they walk in and then they're a little flat, they're a little dry, they're a little bit meh. And then you go, okay, no, that person, no, they're also dynamic. Oh wait, they're funny. Oh wait, they're smart. Like the gems, it's great when a piece of jewelry can bring all of it. It can bring it all. And you know what we're gonna do? Since I don't have an open, and I thought we had one, but no, let's go to $2,500. $2,500. I'll just keep, I'm so set on this going. There are some pieces where in my mind, I try to put myself in your shoes and think about where you were at home going, if it doesn't seem like, if it's not the prettiest piece or if it's really, really out there crazy weird, then I can get not getting the open. But when it's a beautiful piece and a rare stone that I know you probably don't have, and then you put in the perk of a lot of diamonds, and then you give it a great value, there's absolutely no reason to not get it started. So got to make the deal sweeter here. $2,500 I think has really sweetened it and really given it the opportunity here, but we're still awaiting your calls, your bids, your activity here, just your desire to own something really beautiful and different. And we are changing the gold color if you'd rather, and giving you your size, of course, and getting it to your house for free. That doesn't just happen once an hour or once a week or once a month. It's all the time. And I still have nothing at $2,500. All right, we'll move along. Sorry that took so long. I kind of figured we'd get that at home. We still have our museum pieces here. I think at this point we're probably all just saying, just show me the flash sale. But I got to tell you, we're waiting a little bit more time because we got to make sure everyone is here and gathered. But I will tell you right now, $2,500, amazing value for that stone. And no, you know what? Let me just dig in here for just a moment. This is the one. I'm not going to leave it here. I'm not going to put it back in a vault. That's fine. We can put the museum masterpieces go to museums anyway. So that it's like the museum reserved tanzanites. If they don't go to one of you at home, they go out to where they were actually rightfully promised in the first place, which is museum displays. Museum masterpieces are the same. I hear a phone ringing. I'm not even going to wait to see if we have $2,500 because I want a lot of activity. I want all y'all in. I want everybody to have a shot at this Malaya garnet, which is such a rarity. And it's not Molly garnet. That's something different. Those have a yellowy green color. There's Zambarans, which are a little bit more not as rare. They're like a high-end rhodolite. There's Molly garnets, which are like a yellowy green chartreuse color. And this is the Malaya. The reason we don't see it very often is usually they are dingy brown. They look almost like a smoky quartz with a haze to them. That's what most Malayas look like. So obviously we're getting up to a higher degree, a higher rarity. We have nobody at $2,500. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. This one's hurting me. This one feels like wrong. It feels really like, I feel just like I'm really doing this a disservice here to offer it at so little money. But again, these are the challenges when you present something that we're not all familiar with, that everybody's on their phones right now doing the Google search going, let me go see what everyone else sells their Malaya garnets for. And you're going, how do you spell that again? And okay, never mind, let me see. Nobody, oh, nothing coming up, no search results. Nope, you called the other network, no, they don't have, okay. You went to you called your local jeweler, they don't have it. You can't find it at Tiffany's or Van Cleef, okay. Yeah, that's the thing. There's nothing to compare, which is why even we don't have it that often. And when we have something that you don't see very often, then you know it's really rare. Let's go $2,000 for, you know what, skip it, let's go to $2,000. I'm saving you a bundle, a bundle. You could say a boatload here. I'm saving you so much money on this ring, and all I want is for it to find a home, and that's what I'm hoping. $2,000, yes, $2,000. I know. Please forgive me, jewelry gods. I mean, this is just wrong what I'm doing. It's wrong. It's so wrong. Let's take a look at this, though, and see if that does the trick. 60 seconds to get it started. I can't do any. Listen, I'm already losing so much money. Remember, it's over $4,000 mounting. So there's over $4,000 we poured into that mounting to get the mounting here. Then you've got that gorgeous stone, and we're sitting here searching. Okay, forget it, Tony. They don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think everyone's waiting for the flash sale. That's what I think. That must be what's happening. It must be. And that's the bad news about telling you about it in advance, is maybe everyone waits, and I'll just wait for that. Did anybody want to get to know that bangle that I'm wearing a little bit better? The bangle bracelet with all the sapphires and the diamonds. That's a cool bangle. Can do something discounting on that one. But nobody on this one? What? No? Zero? No interest? All right. Well, we'll give up on it. We'll give up. Oh, wait, you've got it? Oh, no, we've got it. Well, so much for getting a lot of activity. We got the open. Should I just sell it to him, Jason? Who's that? I'm just curious. Who is it? From where? Oregon. Okay. So you just want me to sell it just outright? All right, well, 2,000, I got to do this. We got some people on the phone lines here. Maybe they're talking about it. I'll give it the obligatory 2-minute final clock. That's it. I spent so much time and it feels like we've been on this for 8 hours. I'm sorry. Again, sometimes I get passionate about this. Hey, it's not $8,000 anymore. Didn't cost you much. Couple minutes of your time. We're saving you $6,000 right now. Well, we're saving Brian in Oregon. Has it been only Linda's and Brian's? Is it only family members of mine that are shopping today? Linda and Brian. Linda's my mom, Brian's my brother. I don't know. Is it? But I don't think my brother's in Oregon. I think he's in Boston at the moment. But hey, it's at $2,000 and we have nobody else. So guess what? We'll give it 2 minutes and we'll say goodbye and congratulate Brian. Or we can wait and get you in because it's only $10. So you got 2 minutes and then it sells. Any gold you want, that's it. Final call. Well, welcome to Thursday. Welcome to Thursday night. Here's the big moment. And I'm losing money by $2,600 I'm losing on the mounting without the Malaya. So if that gives you any indicator, and I'm just being as brutally honest as it's the only way I know how to be. I mean, it's just so crazy how much money is being lost just on the diamonds and the gold here in a very heavy, substantial mounting. The cutouts are beautiful. Love when you see, again, design through it. I'm going to try it on again just in case you missed that earlier. I know it's a mounting we've also all but discontinued because it is so costly to make. And yet the bigger diamonds, the stunning round, the 1 minute and 20 seconds we have remaining to get you in, and only at 2. This is honestly probably the shocker of the day here. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in my 3-stone rings, they're coming up this weekend. So if you're wondering, what the heck is she wearing over there? That's a 3-stone diamond ring, our largest ever. That's coming up this weekend at some point. We even have a matching earring we made for it. So just FYI, I like to, you know, kind of test drive the goods for you so that I can tell you all about it accurately. But here we are. I know, right? It's a tough job, but somebody got to do it. I know. But here it is, 53 seconds left. Anybody else on this one? Is that it? Anybody? This is so beautiful. If it was ugly, I'd understand, but it's not. I mean, that is a really cool stone. It looks to me, you know, we talked about sapphire earlier. It looks almost like a sapphire with blues and pinks and reds. It does, and purples too. I mean, purples, pinks, blues, reds, everything in that particular kind of range is really what it looks like here. And 25 seconds we have remaining, and then we have a request. Hey, Marilyn, beautiful request for a Omega style necklace with pearls. Love it. All right, so final call. Do we have 2010 or more? We're gonna find out. Any gold you'd like? Is it because our wheel's all wonky? I know. It's a new wheel. It's a new wheel. It's not experienced yet. And I got to work on it clearly. But we have 2000. Do we have anybody else? 2010? Yes, no? Got it? You got it. Sold. Congratulations. Let's go to the hand here because Marilyn had this great request, and it's a really good one because it's got multicolored pearls, and it feels like, in a way, like our Omega style necklaces that you'll see out and about sometimes in gold. And it's adjustable. This is a really not something you usually see with this style of necklace, but all of this extender chain here has that adjustable bead slide closure. So it's 1129570 and it's 18 karat gold, and there's actually 3 colors of that 18 karat gold. You're getting your rose and your white and your yellow, and didn't want to block those pearls so you can see them all. 2 Tahitians, 2 South Sea white pearls, and 3 South Sea golden pearls. All South Sea, no cultured. You guys let me know really loudly the other day that you are not into cultured pearls. And they're not faux, by the way, but they're just, you guys are like, no, show us the best of the best South Sea. So we have South Sea pearls here, and all of them are really matched for size, 11 to 12 millimeters in their size, not graduated, but just it's a little range. I like to point out when it's graduated versus when there's a range. There's just a, you know, we gave ourselves some grace there. If one's an 11.8 and the other's a 12, we say 11 to 12, so that you've got what looks very uniform from a distance as you can take a look at all 7 stones you have here. You are seeing all of them. There is that versatility to extend it from really 16 to 18 inches in length. And then you'll notice, we'll show you the up close, but first I think what's more impactful is to see it from a distance away and really just take a look at, if I was to show you, obviously these are gonna be in the back, these last 2 are gonna be around the neckline, but you see how it keeps its shape? You can still, it's malleable, you can still twist it and turn it, but it's still gonna end up finding its way to the, you know, circular necklace style. So it's not like you need to worry too much about, oh, is it gonna turn or kink? There's actually some jewelry grade memory wire in between inside all of this gold that really keeps that rounded shape so that it's going to look just lovely on. And then you can see how you can kind of decide here, do you want to showcase the golden pearl one day? Do you want to showcase the white pearl? Do you want to move it around this way a little bit and showcase the Tahitian? You can kind of play with it a little bit. You've got some room to maneuver that, but also want to show you up close because what's cool is there's a texture to the gold. So as you see these different segments of gold, there's your, for example, there's your rose gold, but you see how it's actually, it wouldn't be flexible if it was all one piece. So they do actually these links that are about a ½ an inch long, and then there's a bead in between them. So that's how you get the flexibility there, and you can see how that's done. Now these are all South Sea natural pearls. So again, they're gonna be all natural, are not gonna be completely smooth. This is all a 10 power magnification with our cameras here. So something you won't see when you're a foot away, but you see when we're close up. And you can see that there's your yellow, there's your white gold, here's your bit of rose gold as well, and then here's that clasp enclosure. And we'll go back to the hand so you can see the size. $8,100 it was, no longer is an $81.99 price tag. Let's go and blow it out under $2,000. Isn't it a modern way to do a strand, by the way? I think that's really special too, and you can see the individual gold links I was showing you. They play from a distance as a sparkling, shimmering diamond cutting. It looks great. You can't, I mean, honestly, you're really gonna have to probably explain that there are no diamonds in this necklace because they just are sparkling. There's no right or wrong way to wear it either. I always like to point that out. There's no front or back. So no worries however you put it on. It's gonna be perfectly gorgeous round pearls. That's what the best are, rounded pearls, not the Baroque or the oval or the potato-shaped pearls. They're just really stunning round. And it's not even 19. This is a lot of 18 karat gold. Flexible, meaning lengthwise, gives you a lot of versatility lengthwise, so you can give it as a gift if you'd like to. June's birthstone, we've still got about, what, less than 2 weeks. Now, it's 2 weeks from yesterday would be July 1st. So we've got a couple weeks to celebrate all of our June babies out there. And June babies, not only happy birthday, but here is the highest end of your birthstone in the world of pearl. And we're going to do better than 19 or 18 or 17. I'll make it $16.99 right now. $16.99 for the entire necklace. And again, here are all of your pearls. Let me hold it side to side so at least you can see all of the pearls. Again, 2 of the Tahitian black pearls, 2 of the white South Sea pearls, 3 of the golden South Sea pearls, and diamond cut triple gold color. That we love. Tricolor is very European. We don't see it as much out here in the States, but oh, you go to Europe and it's all over the place. It's really the hub when you see what great Italian goldsmiths do. They do a lot of tricolor gold, the yellow, the white, and the rose all together. So it really is one of those very versatile pieces, and I feel like it still does the strand type of motif, but in such a modern way. And it's lightweight, which I appreciate because as a migraine sufferer, I mean, I'm suffering with one right now, just as a migraine person, and if you get migraines or headaches or just you work really hard in the gym and you got muscle aches, whatever it is, like I don't like a lot of feeling of weight around my neckline. I just don't. I'm not like, you're never going to see me in one of those big clunky plastic statement pieces. Just not going to do it because I really like, when I wear a necklace, I like it to be lightweight. And that's the other thing. Pearl strands can be very heavy when they're solid pearls. They're a little more weighty when you get 12, 13, 14 millimeters. But when you have a really, I think a nice little more airy piece like this, it feels a little more cash, and it is just lighter. It's a lighter weight piece. It doesn't feel so heavy around the neckline. So if you are somebody who's shied away from big strands of pearls before for that reason, this is a good one. So thanks for that request, Marilyn. I hope you enjoy it if you get it. And then here's our, look at this turquoise earring. This is feeling very summertime fine, fabulous and fresh, and beautiful, huge Sleeping Beauty here. It's 112-9463 on the way. These are turquoise studs. We are at the halfway point of the show. And so the countdown would be on. Flash sale coming up, the biggest and best flash sale ever. Just want to remind you, if you just tuned in, because it is that halfway point, we get a lot of people tuning in about this time of the night. We have a very, very serious flash sale coming up, our biggest and best and boldest flash sale ever, and I mean biggest and best value. This is going to be where we have given away a lot of beautiful classic styles in flash sales in recent weeks. There has never been anything quite like what we're going to do today In this show, there are only about 88 minutes left, so it's coming up very soon. And again, tell all your jewelry friends, tell all diamond lovers, anybody who needs a great gift idea, maybe that big anniversary is coming up or that big birth. Maybe you just spoil the people you love to pieces and you don't need a special occasion other than a great, great value from Lolo. We are going to do that coming up in just a bit. So make sure you stay with me for that. Big flash sale. It's our biggest one yet. And that's saying something because all the previous flash sales have been incredible. Let's take a look though here at what we have with the 6.5 carats of Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's 9463, and you've got 3 carats and a quarter in each of your rounds. It also happens to be a halo in diamonds around that. And a big time value coming up. Welcome into our last little bit of Thursday together. We do it again tomorrow night, then we transition to our daytime or morning shows. So we'll see you for that Saturday and Sunday, and that's where we're going to unveil the 3-stone ring that I'm wearing. But 6.5 carats of turquoise here, 37 points in diamonds, your choice of gold. Love that too, because we all have our opinions on turquoise and how it looks best. I love that we're seeing them in the yellow centered post butterfly backing as well on the earrings. So that's going to be extremely important. And by the way, they are finished. Something I also like to point out is why we did this, not just to say, gold's really pricey, let's use as much of it as we can. No, this is really a necessity in my mind that we go the extra mile to do. That could have easily been an open back. We didn't want to do that because with a stone like this, I feel this way about certain stones like opals and anything that's usually cabochons. I don't want you to have to worry about cleaning them in the ultrasonics or the dips where you put them in the solutions. I love the idea that the only thing you're going to ever need to do is give them a little cleaning with a soft cloth off the top. Nothing from the back, because that's where they're potentially going to get their dirtiest, and yet it's completely blocked from any of your skin oils getting on the inside of the stone. So that I think is a huge benefit. In addition to just being, yes, more gold, it also really prevents you from having to use any of those harsh abrasive cleaners on your turquoise stones. They're 1/2 inch in diameter. I'll show one on the ear for you, and we're gonna go ahead and blow them out as quickly as we know how. I mean, this is just really an exemplary moment here to get the largest turquoise, and I know I just got a request for turquoise today, as a matter of fact, is where's all the turquoise? And forgive us that we don't have as much of it as we would like, but that has everything to do with the fact that we only bring one type of quality, and that is the Sleeping Beauty out of the Arizona mine, which has, you know, been mined out for a long time now. So it's really challenging to get a lot of it. Plus the prices are going sky high, which is what happens when you have mine closures, right? That's what happens. The price tags go up. We see it with our colored diamonds across the world. The Argyle mine closed, and what was already an expensive diamond went up even further. Same thing happens with the Sleeping Beauty. Let's go back up close and also show you what we can do for a value here when we're going to take them. I mean, it's a serious earring. It's a big time stone. You just saw it. It's a major button style stud, and you are choosing the gold, and we're going to go crazy on this discount. There's your close-up shimmering diamonds, pave set all the way around in your halo, and it's going to be, whoa, look at this. I'm not scared to show you. That's the photograph, believe it or not, in black or white, pixelated, and there's the price tag of $39.99. I'm not leaving them there. We're doing something very different as we get ready for a flash sale coming up. The countdown is on, and we are so excited. What a value we have is going to blow your mind. We're going to do it. It's coming up. Great gifting idea. It's for everybody. Everybody, everybody. I mean, really, truly, every one of my gals who wears a necklace, a pendant, a diamond, you're going to love the flash sale. But here we go right now. Instead of $1,999, already giving you 50% off, it's going significantly less than that. And this is why you're here, making those great, great choices in jewelry that is beyond, and that's a piece you wear with everything. Stud makes it easy to wear, but they're still bold and bright. Then you, of course, have what? The diamond shimmering around it, but you also have a stone that goes with everything. And this is the brightest pop of turquoise. It is completely, as you can see right here, we got close. It is matrix free. It is stunning material, and it's going to be even better than $19.99. Let's take it lower. You are in for the values today. This is the whole show. It's like, have we ever had an entire flash show? Because this feels a little bit right now like it's turning into a flash event, like the whole show. because it really is. Everything we're doing is being brought down to really obscenely low levels, and it should never be this affordable. We're going to go even lower than 19, 18, 17. You know, this is the only turquoise I have in the inventory right now. There's always hopes we'll get a new piece here or there, but this is it. This is what's happening. So I does it better. I got a really big responsibility to make sure it's affordable if it's all we got right now. And that is going to be better than 1777. Listen, it's been the trend of the day. We're losing money left and right. Let's do it again right now and take it even lower than $16, $15, $99. All of the above. Going to really blow it out here. $1,499 for the pair of earrings you see there in the gold you want. And that's how we do it. $14.99. Turquoise is crazy limited out there in the world at large, and especially the best in the world, which is of course our Sleeping Beauty right here in the rare rounds. It's still tougher, by the way. Just don't think it's a cabochon. It's easier to do a round. No, it's still as wasteful than ever when you've got a round. We talk about that a lot with round faceted stones, but very different when you're talking about a round cabochon. It's still a huge waste of the gem material to get that round cut. And I think it's worth it, but there is a premium price tag usually associated with that. So when you see a big markdown, like $2,500 off, like we're doing right now, makes for a really important investment into your earring. By the way, we had this aqua earlier, started the show, gorgeous, huge aqua. It's almost 3 carats. It's $9.99. Just wanted to FYI, if you're looking for something affordable but still massive in quality through and through, that's a good one to own. We have our Diaspora. You saw the earrings. We saw that gorgeous pair of Diaspora Museum earrings. I do have a necklace. It actually features a very large Diaspora oval here, and then that bit of a chevron design at the top. So that's awfully pretty. We've got that to take a look at. Those rose earrings, yeah, the rose earrings with Mahenge spinel and lots of diamond weight. If anybody loves a larger saddle ring, let me just flash this for you. It's only a size 7, so it's a little limiting. So I know this is not going to be for everybody. That and the fact that it's the largest ring we have in the inventory. It's 1125031. Just wanted to flash this. I was wearing it earlier. There's 278 in baguettes. Almost 3 carats in baguettes that run through the ring and 14 points in just a few rounds. And that's going to be 18 karat gold as well. So item number is 1125031. And you've got a huge array of diamonds. We're going to discount it down because it is only a size 7. So it has to stay, and I will tell you it fits more like a 6. So yeah, it's a little limiting here, but size 7, slightly concave from the side, so you can see how it just subtly dips down through the middle. And this is really what we call the saddle ring design. We've done our own saddle ring with a lot of little pave. This is quite large here. It's all 18 karat gold, stays in the white gold, size 7. Again, I normally wear a 5.5. This is fitting like a 6 because it is so wide. And even though it tapers in the back, it's still going to be a wider ring, and I'm telling you right now, it does fit smaller than a 7. So it'll fit, it feels exactly like a 6, okay? It's still a little loose on me, but definitely feels like a 6. So it's a size 7, feels like a 6. Got to know that, just because I can't size it by virtue of if we start sizing it, some of those diamonds can pop out. So that's a no-go. Some settings you just can't do that. You don't want to ever do a lot of weird sizing on channel set diamonds or a lot of different, if it's invisibly set, and you can see there down the middle of the ring, you have the invisible sets there. So that's why it's got to stay the size it's in. But that hopefully will work for you. Maybe it's your middle finger, index finger, ring finger. It will work if you are around, again, the feel of a 6. And you can see there's just a few rounds. It's basically the borders of what you see down the middle there, that channel set middle row that you see in the baguette. This looks so good, by the way, with those earrings we featured earlier, which we do have a couple pairs left. But I really like this ring with these earrings, for example. So just to show you the pairing, I think that makes for a great set there. But the ring is only going to be, well, we brought it down significantly in price to make it disappear. It was $29,999. We're going to do the ring right now for under $10,000. The earrings, by the way, we did see earlier. I was just astonished that they're still here, but that's why I'm showing them again, because we have people arriving to the show every few minutes. There's our earring. That earring is going to be the 105 diamond weight, and that earring, well, actually, let me reduce the ring first, because now I'm thinking about the whole set. Let's reduce the ring so you can more than afford the earrings and still save a bundle. Let's do this, not $20,000, not even $10,000 on the ring, which is 18 karat gold and is just under 3 carats of mostly the baguettes, which you know how important those are. And then you've got that 18 karat gold, which is well over an inch long in all that stunning gold, and yet the ring is going to be $4,999. $49.99. That'll save you more than enough to then go ahead and grab these earrings, which are down to $17.77 for the pair, and they look, you don't have to get them both, but hopefully that makes it more affordable to do so. $49.99 for the ring and only $17.77 for the earrings. I know the ring is limiting because it's got one size and it's a larger piece, but if you are into big bold jewelry and you've got a finger that size is going to work for, grab that ring at $49.99. It's a heck of a value, and we still have our turquoise studs, and we still have those what look like emerald cuts, but they're actually baguettes and rounds, much like the ring is, and that's going to be your 18 karat gold as well. So earrings are going to be 5019 if you want to see the information yet again, and then we are now 17 minutes away from the top of the hour, and I'll put it this way, let's all be together for the top of the hour at 7 o'clock, 17 minutes away. Got to be here. And if you like diamonds and anything on that wheel, you're going to really like the top of the hour as well. So that'll be happening. But really quick, heart-shaped Congolese tourmaline. I showed this earlier. I mentioned that it has a similarity to Paraiba in its look, but it actually is not actually showing a copper element. Let's go ahead and move on from the ring or the earrings. I still can't get over $17.77 for those earrings. Let's show this heart shape. First on the hand, it's 113, $14.77. Here's the heart shaped in yellow gold. Why don't you get a size perspective first? Stays in the yellow gold. It's got 3 adjustable lengths, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length, and it is a heart-shaped tourmaline. It is 113, $14.77. There's a 226 size to this heart shape, and it is a one only. Now that's beautiful, but then we actually decided to give an extra halo with 32 points in diamonds in your diamond halo, and then all of this adjustability. Now right now it's sitting at the 16-inch length, and you can see there's a couple of extra O-rings there that are right now twisted around the chain, but there you can see. So you've got the 16, the 17, the 18-inch length, all possible. Here's what it looks like from a distance away as well, just to really get a good size perspective on that one, and then we'll take it up close for you. But remember, looks like a copper bearing, is not listed as a copper bearing, so I think it's the best of all worlds here. Really a specialty stone. Obviously, we know the cut is special. I'm going to hold it up for you. Let me just grab my tweezers and be able to hold this for all of you to look at, really see the centerpiece of that stone, see how clean it is. We've got one. I'll blow it out. It's a new one tonight, and it's in the yellow. That's all diamond cut sparkling chain as well that it is attached to. There's your close-up on the heart shape, your 226 purple pink. It's a real raspberry type color, I would say. Definitely the jewel tone, similar to what we saw in the Malaya garnet earlier. And this one's going to be $1,999, a just pure simple giveaway, as we are now 15 minutes away from the top of the hour, the do not miss. We're going to see history made today. History will be made today in this show. In 15 minutes, history offered and made for all of you. Tell your jewelry friends, tell your diamond loving friends, tell everybody who would love to get a classical piece of jewelry for an undeniably best value ever. We're going to have that coming up in just a few minutes. We also have a tanzanite pendant and ring. We've got some really cool assorted museum pieces. Speaking of heart shapes, I've got a new reduction on the mandarin garnet heart shape ring that you guys have been loving. So it hasn't found its home yet because it was $49.99 last time it was here. That's about to change. Here's my heart shaped mandarin garnet as just true, bright and beautiful as can be. Let me know on the heart-shaped necklace. We're getting into the 113-1208 mandarin garnet heart shape here. And guys, this is likely the last few minutes that we may have. We don't have a lot of operators, and we have a big flash sale coming up in about 14 minutes. So here's what I also want to advise. Get the requests in you have now. If there's anything you need to see recap from earlier in the show or any requests you do have, there's no telling how long this flash sale is going to go on. I know we have a limited quantity to go around, but it could take a minute to get everyone through. It could take an hour. So this really could be the last 14 minutes or so you have to shop your requests or anything else. So keep that in mind. If you want to see something again, or I hope it won't take the hour, but again, it's hard to tell. Just kind of depends on how many new people shop and how many people call in that are new. So it's going to take a few minutes to get everyone through on the flash sale because it's just going to be that good. We could probably sit here until next Thursday and just keep selling it, except for the limitation on quantity. But still, If you have any requests that something you want to see real quick before we get into our big top of the hour flash sale, please let me know what those are now so we have time. But this is the heart shape marked down on the mandarin. Heart shaped here. We're looking forward to this one being a 239, 40 points in diamonds, and one only. This is as vibrant as mandarins get. They're all different colors, believe it or not. Some have more brown. Some have a lighter hue of orange. Some are more neon than others. Yes? The heart shape? The tourmaline. All right. The yellow gold heart-shaped purple tourmaline is gone. Congratulations on that one. Thank you. And then here we are with the mandarin garnet, reduced from $49.99. That's the last time we saw it. It was lovely. It's worth every penny. But now we get to take it lower. And one only's here, stays in the yellow. Mandarin's awesome, 40 points, gives it the halo, but then a few diamonds burnished into the sides. Something nice and sleek there. Like how sleek that is on the sides. That makes it really special, I think. There's nothing sharp on the edges, no prongs. All those diamonds are literally, there's a lot of gold, then they have to carve out that gold to leave room so that you can set those diamonds down into the gold. And yet, here's what we'll do on the price reduction. $49.99 is not going to work anymore. I'm glad we're saying toodaloo, ta-ta, and adios to that price and giving you a much better one, not at $49 or $39 or even $29. The mandarins are one of the most expensive stones in the world. You're looking at a top tier, amazing quality. Amazing quality. You can see there's almost like a searing red through the center and then bright pops of yellow everywhere else. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Look at that. Get registered if you're not already. This would be a really good time to do that so you're not lost in the shuffle as our flash sale kicks off. But here is the moment. Here is the value. Here is your opportunity. And it is not going to be even $29.99. First caller, I'll take another $500 off and we'll make it $24.99 on a 2.5 carat almost mandarin garnet. Look at that. Isn't that something? What would you like to have before we dismiss this hour and get into our last of the evening? This is it. Right here, right now. You don't think that's going to last, do you? You do not think that's going to stay here. A mandarin that lively, that brilliant, that bright for $24.99. You know all day we could see these pieces for $7,000 and $8,000. The $5,000 price it started at was incredible. And now we're at half that. $24.99. Back up close, we'll go. And then the top of the hour. We still got 10 minutes. We still got a few more pieces. We can show you more. Get registered if you're not already. If you're watching the show for the first time, if you've never shopped, if you've never gotten registered, which is not costly, by the way, we don't charge a subscription fee. There is like everything that I ever do right now, like everything in life requires a subscription of some kind. Everything. Even if I want to play crossword puzzles on my phone, I got to pay $5.99 a month just to sign up. You know what I mean? You want to watch TV? Well, not TVON, but like you want to watch anything, you got to pay. You got to sign up. You got to do all this hoop jump. I love that this is, when I say get registered, we just need to know where to send stuff. You know, we need your name and we need your address, the basics. We don't charge a fee. There's no subscription. There's no like monthly kind of thing. Like the place I love to shop the most, I have a place I love to shop. It's my #1 place I shop. I have to pay to shop there. I got to pay a monthly fee to shop there, at least if you want access to the good stuff. So point is, it is really incredible that this is $24.99 straight up value, and you don't even pay tax if you live in any state besides Cali. So here it is, guys, $24.99. We're verifying on that one, so we'll see who's got it. And then I'm going to show you the rose earrings are fabulous. We're going to try to get to those hopefully right before the show ends. But, well, okay. Jason, are you getting registered? All right, we got flash sale. I think you know the flash sale is 9 minutes away. So we're all getting very excited about this headliner tonight, which is simply the biggest and best we've ever done. And I want to show you one more thing before we get there, at least one more thing. I'm going to show you, where is it? Here is my, this is so crazy rare. Look at this. Now, a lot of you may not know what this is yet, but let me introduce you to Windsor Sapphire. Oh my, it's multiple colors of sapphire all in one stone that takes completely different elements. A pink is colored by chromium, a blue is colored by iron and titanium, a purple is colored by vanadium. All three of those colors are in one stone here. And it's 1126781, just throwing in some more rarity here. And yet emerald cut, showing all that off. You can really see the divide in the colors here. Stunning, stunning, and lots of diamonds. 82 points in diamonds as well. And we only have one. We can, we're gonna leave this one in the white gold. We can size it for you, any size you need. But this is wild, absolutely wild. Come on in, we're gonna blow it out right now. It used to be $79.99. Going even lower tonight. Last call before our flash sale. The biggest and best flash sale we've ever had. The biggest value I think we've ever had. And that, if you think, oh, you're always saying we always have good values. It's tough to top yourselves when you are known for the best values. We're gonna do it tonight. We got about 7 minutes left to go until we see our biggest diamond value. It is so good. I mean, we do continue to just top ourselves and our own record-breaking moments. I mean, that's what they always say in sports. Records were meant to be broken. Yeah, they are. They are. And we see it happen. If you're a sports fan or you like, if you pay attention, whatever the world is that you like to be in recreationally, there's always going to be something new or something exciting or something fresh. It's really tough to do in the jewelry world. The only records that are being set right now are bad ones. It's like we're losing natural diamonds. You can't find them anymore. Price tags on gold or so. We're going to change all that, and we're going to bring our biggest value in about 6.5 minutes ever. But first, I got to drop this Winds of mine. This is all natural, unheated, untreated. It is beautiful, isn't it? It's a great look, and this is really exciting. So here we are at $79.99, better price tag. Let me show you what it looks like here on the hand because you're still going to see all those colors. Here we are. Look at that. That's got, so see that? It's not like it gets muddled. You see them even brighter because of that emerald cutting. You can really see that divide there. It's not two stones put together. These aren't fused. This is Mother Nature doing something exceptional. There's only been one known source in the world, and it's this one that has brought you this incredible zone multicolor. Usually zoning just means you'll get a weird color, like some kind of lighter hue. Like a zoning usually means in the world of sapphire, you'll see it a lot. It's very common. It almost looks like there's a void of color somewhere in a line formation to just describe it in a layman's terms. And that's where we don't want zoning. But this is a type of zoning because they still don't really know. It's a bit of an enigma on how this happened, why it happened, how it ever came to be that this one place in Tanzania was able to do this naturally. And again, we've seen it with tourmalines. They are bicolor tourmalines, but we had never seen it anywhere else besides this one mine. It's like the urban legend of gemstones. You'll see it written about in blogs and forums where collectors love to go back and forth and banter and chit chat about where'd you find this or did you ever see one of these? And this is the stone that always is that mythological creature. It's like the unicorn of gemstones. It really is. And it feels a little bit like it too because it's colorful and it's happy and it's like a different kind of look. And it's still a really big sapphire to carat 56. And I'm blowing it out for $24.99 because we are limited on time left in this hour. Our biggest flash sale ever is coming up next. Right after, well, in 5 minutes. So how many of our items we can show you here? But that's a really good value on a Windsor. If you would like to have a really unique way to get multiple, maybe saves you the opportunity to say, I need a blue and I need a pink and I need a purple. I think we can go ahead and pretty much cross those three bridges and get it done right now for you from Tanzania with something even more rare than the individual pieces themselves would be. And that's exciting. That's just also to me a really good value statement. When you can get the look of 3 sapphires in one, you don't have to pay all that extra money. So $24.99, and that one's been dropped because these Windsors, they are large. They go for some money. I don't know if you guys remember when I debuted them years ago here. It was many, many years ago that I actually debuted them here, and it was a first, and it was exciting and all that, but they were, I mean, that was a $79.99 ring, and it's been that way ever since. So it's a very exciting time to go ahead and say, well, if she's discounting the really, really rare, like we do on our museum pieces lately, might as well take full advantage of it. It's a really good time to do it, and I think at this point, we may just get it started because everybody's waiting. Clearly, if that's here and the mandarin's here, tells me something. These poor pieces don't have a chance. They don't have a chance. Just like what they always say, you know, when you got a tough act to follow. Like, how do you do that if you know that you're going to follow like the greatest performer or the greatest speaker in the world? Yeah, that's kind of how these pieces feel. They are the opening act for this big flash sale coming up in just moments. Again, if you have not been registered with us before, if you've never made a purchase before, you probably want to just do that. Be at the ready, because at this point, with the limited quantity we have on this flash sale, I will tell you this straight up front, there will not be one for everybody watching. And this is our smallest viewership night of the week, by the way. So again, that's why it has to be tonight. Now, this is why I've advocated hard for having pieces like this and really giving every single day something exciting. We always have our big premieres and we have our big, you know, things and special new and all this. But I got to tell you, when we do a flash sale, and this has only been a newer concept where we're literally losing tons of money on every single item. And it's one item, but every single unit, if you will, which is a terrible thing to say because this is glamorous jewelry, but you get what I'm saying. Each and every individual piece is a loss leader. So this is really nothing leading about it, except for it is our leader in flash sales, because out of all the flash sales I've done, we've taken icons, we've taken well-known. Not only flash sales, listen, I can do a flash sale on something exotic, but A, there'd only be one, and B, how do you know it's a really good deal if you've never seen it before? It's a little bit it's a little more selective when you're thinking about what makes an ideal flash sale. It really has to be something that's pretty well known. Has to be known to you, maybe seen once, twice, or 100 times on the air. I got to tell you, this is a pendant I've had more than once, more than twice. I've been here almost a decade. So classics like this usually come up once a month. So if you consider that I've been here for about 115 months, 116, 115 months, and there's easily been 115 times this has probably been on the air. And yet, it's a classic. It is something that is easily comparable to, well, I won't say easily anymore, because most of the world right now that features anything that looks like this is made in a laboratory. It is made where the technology has gotten to be the point where it's really simple and easy. It wasn't when it started, but it's no different than computers and cell phones. They start one way, and then as technology evolves and as things modernize, it gets really simple and easy. And a few years ago, it was still a new thing, but now this is why they're taking over the world, and we have heard from you. We still have a few of you out there that enjoy the natural from the earth diamonds, and that's what we're going to bring you. An icon, a classic, and really, really special. So here's what I would recommend doing. If you have any desire to own a big diamond, and yes, we've had flash sales already in the stud earrings, the 1 carat studs, which was our greatest value ever. Now I say 1 carat, they were ½ carat each. And then we had a great pendant, and that was exciting. I've had a couple of yellow diamond deals as well. This is more iconic than any other, because even earrings don't necessarily work for everybody, because whether it's the younger gals or maybe they chose not to get their ears pierced, that won't work. So here's something, we all have a neckline and we can all enjoy and wear this. And you can wear more than one. You can stack and layer it. Even if there's another necklace or pendant you wear every single day, you can still own, wear, enjoy, and cherish this style. Plus it's great for gifting. And it looks like, because I did a quick comparison today, now we really don't need to compare it to anyone but ourselves here with the flash sale, but just in case you're curious, the most comparable retail price I could find on this exact same thing in a natural diamond, because if it's going to be the exact same, it's got to be the natural diamond. And as we welcome you all into the show, I'm Lauren Blair. This is our last hour of our Thursday night on June 18th, 2026. Now, why would I mention the date today? This is going to be a history-made type of day. And that is all because of what item I'm about to show you, which is 112-2760. And I've given you all the hints in the world. You're about to see our biggest flash sale ever. Yes, if you weren't here, you'd never get a chance. This is the value of tuning in to every single one of the 15 hours per week that we do this. And I think it's a small investment to make when you love jewelry anyways and you love great values. And maybe this time of year, with graduation still going on and all the celebrations we have coming up through summertime and through, well, also that around the corner holiday time, if you can remember back what you were doing on New Year's Eve, if you think about fast forwarding that same amount of time, we're going to be celebrating Hanukkah and Christmas in just about 6 months. So there's a really, really, really good moment here to take advantage of something like what we're going to do. So welcome to our fabulous fancy flash sale. This is a natural diamond. It is a 1 carat solitaire round brilliant diamond that is set in your choice of gold color. And yes, we're even going to offer rose gold because we already saw rose gold was popular tonight earlier in a diamond butterfly necklace. Now I've got rose gold, white gold, and yellow gold all available in our one and only diamond solitaire. Now keep in mind, most affordable retail price I could find in an SI diamond. Ours is VS, which is a step up. It's a big step up. It's like one of those gigantic steps up, okay? It's not a little step. There's a big, big difference because usually SI, you're going to see things. You're going to see big carbon spots. You're going to see inclusions. VS, no, you're going to need a loop. You're going to need a loop or something of a serious, serious magnification to be able to see any inclusions. So they look to the eye like they're flawless diamonds. They're also brilliant cut Tolkowski rounds. What are those? Ideal cut rounds, the ultimate, the one everybody defaults to and seems to love. And it's also in solid 14 karat gold. The closest thing I could find in retail was an SI 1 carat round natural stone. It was a little bit on the dingy side, even in the photograph, which makes me really scared because usually photographs are highly altered. So I can't do that on live TV. We can't alter. This is not AI. There's no filter on this show, and I can't alter the jewelry either. This is live, which is why I think it's really, really, really important when you're making an investment into fine jewelry to see it live. We've all been burned by looking at a beautiful photograph online and then going, what the heck is this that I received? It looks nothing like the photo. So here's where you see it live. Nowhere for it to hide. This is what you get. We've got a VS diamond that in comparable retail is currently over $7,800. That was the best case scenario in an SI stone. It was $7,850. So I would say, here's the other thing you could look at. You could look, if all you're finding, if you click on sites and do searches and do all that, and all you're finding are lab grown, I invite you to make that comparison. Go ahead, compare my price to what you would pay on a 1 carat lab grown in gold. I'll still beat it. I will. I will still get you a better deal. And that is our flash sale. Nobody's on the phone lines yet. Fantastic. Y'all know this. Y'all know that we've had this piece before. It's been a lot of money. Keep in mind, diamonds don't get discounted. Diamonds are getting more scarce and more rare, and every day that goes by, they get more so. Diamonds don't get discounted. Gold, we all know what that's doing. Let's show you what we have for you because these are some really white, bright diamonds, and it's a classic, and it's gorgeous on, and it's giftable as well. So let's take a look at this, and we're going to get really, well, we're already pretty close. Look at this diamond solitaire. There has never been a price tag like what I'm about to do, and I just wish that I had a wheel. Our wheel, again, died last night, so we have a different one. So, and I'm thankful we have a wheel so that I don't have to sit here and move jewelry all night. But this is really important, and we're not centered, but that's okay. So here's the deal. Now that you know what is at stake and what we have available, let's talk price. Because $7,800, I know you don't want to spend. Now, I found the lab grown. This is what I found. In a 1 carat lab grown in it was a fine jewelry establishment. But guess what they were doing? On a 1 carat that was in gold, they're doing, and I'm not going to say who because you can all find it by doing a quick search, they were doing $39.99. Well, that's not bad because that's about where we do this one in our natural. So that's fine. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take it to the best price it's ever been. This is our moment. We only have a few to go around. This is really I've brought you the studs, I brought you the smaller version, and that's what I want to make sure you understand. If you were with me a few weeks ago and saw the pendant that looked similar, it was half the size. It was a 50 pointer, not a 1 carat. There is a difference, and it's a very vast difference. When we're talking about the difference between a half carat, that's sizable, but then a 1 carat is a whole different deal. It's a 1 carat minimum, by the way. If you get a 110, I hope you don't mind. If you get a 115, hope that's okay. We're going to need you on the phone lines ready to go here because that $39.99 price is what I was able to find in lab grown, and keep in mind this is not. This is a VS from the earth round brilliant diamond set in gold where you have the basket and the bail all done in solid gold, white, yellow, or rose gold as a matter of fact, and we're going to make this really affordable, and it's just the most affordable it's ever been by far. That's why you need to be on the phone lines ready to go because this thing is not going to last. And it's not our small stone. This is not a 1/4 carat, which is the average size of an engagement ring center stone in the country we live in. It's not a 1/4. It's not a half. It's not a 75 pointer. Those are all good size diamonds. That's not what this is. And I would say it's got some flash. What do you guys think? Go down the list. Are you seeing red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet? That's all the colors of brilliance. They're right here. And we have a $39.99 necklace pendant that is going to be Yours for the taking. Let's show it from a distance here. Nice size bale, fits diamonds by the yard, as well as classic chains. Look at that huge sparkler. 4th of July may be a couple weeks away. 2 weeks from Saturday. We'll be here for you. Don't worry. National holidays, we're still here. It don't matter. Christmas, Thanksgiving, we're still here. Mother's Day, Father's Day is this weekend. We're here. We're here. But here's the deal. There's no kind of firework that can do what this does. And here's your length. It's going to be a 1/2 inch top to bottom. I'm going to show it to you on the neckline. And would you believe me when I told you there is not one single solitary human being on the planet that's on our phone lines yet? When I'm already telling you, I'm giving you the biggest, not just diamond solitaire value, the biggest individual diamond value I've ever had. And by the way, and I know you guys have known me for a long time. A lot of you have watched me grow up on TV. I've been doing this business, well, not this business since I was 13, but I've been doing live TV since I was 13 years old. This business since I was 20. I got to tell you, this is the biggest value I've had. And it is still a live show, and we're in 2026, and this would never, ever, ever happen. So I'm going to tell you, if you like this pendant, if you want to get, maybe you have one, and you're going, I would love to buy that, and I'm sure you got a great deal coming up, but I already have one. Think gifting. Think gifting. Think gifting for that special someone, that person that loves jewelry, that person that's just maybe starting out with great fine jewelry, and you want to make sure they're started out the right way. You got to call me. We're very limited on what we have. There's never been a 1 carat diamond priced this way, and this is a white diamond. When I got into the business a long time ago, I've been helping people out with diamond rings for a while, because obviously, just as someone, just no different than I'm sure if you're a doctor and someone comes to you seeking some advice, medical advice, you're going to help them out. If you're an attorney and someone needs a little legal advice, you're probably going to offer your 2 cents, help them out. You can imagine that everybody who ever wants to buy a significant piece of jewelry, which usually is an engagement ring, comes to me. Every family member and friend of a family member. And friends of friends of friends of friends who are family members. I got to tell you, I'm always happy to give advice, even if you're all family as well. You're my family. We're all here together. We're our shopping family. But I got to say, if you ever need advice, but I always say where to start with a diamond. Start with a 1 carat round. But they have been, for as long as I've been doing this, and I work a lot with wholesalers. We have a great wholesale district down here in Los Angeles. It's downtown on Hill Street. Not recommending you just go hang out there, because it doesn't help unless you're really a reseller. But I got to tell you, I meet with diamond dealers regularly. And a 1 carat round brilliant, for as long as I've been doing this, when I started at 20 years old, I am now the ripe old age of 46. And I got to say, all this time, I've never seen a 1 carat VS diamond wholesale for under $6,500. That's what they wholesale for. So we get spoiled around here, seeing price tags like $39.99, seeing price tags like $3,500. We get spoiled. And I tell you all the time, I'm really proud. If you've ever said, gosh, that girl really spoils us, I'm proud of that. Thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for still, after all of these, whether it's been minutes or years or decades, thank you for trusting me with your jewelry needs, because I got to tell you, it's a tough thing to do. And we're not offering it for $39.99. This is unbelievable. We're not doing $29.99. This is our lowest price. If you are in the business like I am and you want to make studs, listen, I have 2 carat studs here. They're $6,999, meaning, why are we talking about that? That's 2 pendants. If you buy 2 pendants, you're getting 2 1 carat diamonds. You could make 2 carat total weight stud earrings. They're $69.99 here on this show. You can obviously make them for less, because if my pendant is $3,000, you're already saving. You could get 2 of them, make them into earrings, and you only spent $6 grand. But hold that thought, because you're not spending $6,000 to get 2, because you're not spending $3,000 to get 1. This is the ultimate value. It's take it or leave it time. We only have a couple to go around. It's not that many. I don't have 100. I don't have 50. I don't have 20. I know we have an audience that's pretty small on Thursdays. I hope it gets bigger. I hope you learn through flash sales like this that there's never not a show that you should not be here. There's never not a show. Never mind. Forget it. That was too many negatives. There's just, you got to be here. You got to be here, because you never know what you're going to see on the air. It's like when I watch sports. I used to do that for a living. And when I watch sports to this day, just recreationally, I always see something I've never seen. I've been watching sports since I was a baby, literally a baby. I was considered a baseball savant when I was a baby. So, and again, my dad played football. So go figure. But I was the baseball girl, okay? And I'm lead in the family for sports knowledge. So I'll tell you right now. But I've watched thousands and thousands of hours of games, I always see something I've never seen. That's what I'm here to do for you. Every time you tune into TVON, if you give me a couple hours of your time daily, I'm going to show you something you've never seen before, and that is epitomized by this flash sale. By this flash sale. And it's not going to be even $29.99. This is incredible. It's never happened. And by the way, it's never gone below $29.99 ever in our history on this 1 carat diamond. This is a colossal step up from most diamonds. It's not a 1/4 carat and a 1/2 carat. 1 carat minimum. Most of you are going to get significantly more and larger than that. And it's in solid gold. We did not change that. We did not suddenly go to lab grown overnight. We did not go to a plated metal or sterling silver. This is your choice, and I wouldn't be mad at you at all or blame you in the least if you get a white and a yellow and a rose, or if you get a couple and make them into earrings, or if you get a couple as gifts because you want to put them aside for December and when it's Hanukkah and when it's Christmas and you want to have something amazing to give to a daughter or a sister or a mother or a granddaughter or whomever it is that wears jewelry. This will be welcomed with probably happy tears. And they don't need to know that you spent under $3,000 to get it. We have how many? 1 caller. Okay. Well, we can save it for another day, or we can just give you the best value you've ever seen in your entire life. It is so incredible. And this is special. And of course, Rhonda, I can tell you right now, it's Balmain. So Balmain. That's where the jacket's from. So yes, Rhonda, no problem. Live on the air. It'll save me an email later. So yes, no problem. That's that. Here we go. $29.99 it will not be. We're starting to get really busy. And but I will tell you, Rhonda, it is from like a year ago. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to find it, but a year and a half ago. So anyway, but Balmain. Here we go, guys. Let's not do 29 or 28 or 27. We're not limiting how many you can get. You can get 1, you can get 2, you can get 3, you can get 4, whatever you need. You can make them into earrings if you want to. You can get a whole set, like maybe you want to get 4 of them and you want to have 1 for a solitaire and a ring and 2 for a pair of earrings and 1 for a pendant and they all match. Whatever you want to do. Point is, I've never had a value like this. It's not 27 or 26 or 25 or 24.99. This has never been done on a 1 carat diamond solitaire basket setting. Double bail there. You've got this incredible value. And we're not doing $24.99 either. It's the lowest price we've ever done. It's a VS minimum diamond. It's white and bright. It's in any gold you want. I always recommend white gold on this one, unless you just don't wear white gold. But just from wanting to boast a little bit about our diamond quality, I love it in the white. Because you know, in the yellow gold, we're just showing off here. Then the white, it is just that perfect match to the white gold it's in. But you've never seen anything like this, and it's such an icon. If you're not sure where to go or what to do or what to wear, you put this on. Every single day, your signature style is here. That piece you can wear, I don't care if you're not dressing up anymore, if you live a life of leisure, if you're retired, if you're in your golden years, this is what you wear every single day. You would never have to take it off. You put it on your favorite chain, your Diamonds by the Yard as well, and you just leave it on. You just leave it on. It works really well with the DBTY. If you have a DBTY, put it with it. It will be amazing with any of our DBTYs we've had here. It's not 24. We're getting very busy on the phone lines for obvious reasons. This is a discount on a diamond you do not see. We had the smaller version a few weeks ago. It is much smaller in comparison, especially visually. The millimeter size here is a 6.5 millimeter or greater. So it's a nice big size. You see it from across the room. It's not going to be 24. I'm going even lower. And if you don't have a spot on the phone lines, you may miss out at this point. We're losing money on every single one of them. Just what's here and made up, ready to go, just to see them out the door to you at the greatest value we've ever had. And it's also not going to be 24. Or 23. Consider this your halfway through the year major special that can be for holidays, for anniversaries, for birthdays, and everything else. If you like that 3-stone diamond ring we have coming up this weekend, this also pairs up really well with that. And it's not 23. Get on those lines. You think I'm kidding. This is really happening. This is the moment in time that if you're waiting, you will miss it. You will miss it. And then you will be heartbroken. It sounds shallow to say that, until you've actually missed out on a shopping experience before and you think about it and it haunts you and you cry. It has happened to all of us. All of us shoppers know that sinking feeling. Don't miss out on this deal. It's not 23 or 22 or $21.99. If everybody gets one, guys, we're sold out. If everybody gets one, we're sold out. So if you're not on the phone lines, I don't know. At this point, try. Give it your best shot. Give it a shot. Give it a chance. Try it out. And one more thing. You have a money back guarantee. I'm talking to you all new people out there, the people that have never bought off TV. Maybe you have. The people that I really have to win over, the people that did buy from TV somewhere else and got burned. You know, when I hear it all the time. I hear all the sob stories and I get it. And once you find TVON, it'll never happen. That's the thing, guys. Everyone gets, just try us, because if you've been burned elsewhere, you have not experienced TVON. This is why I'm here. I've been in the business a long time. I got to tell you, there's no one that does what we do. Nobody that's going to over deliver on our jewelry better than what we do. Do not let this value fool you. Do not let this tiny price tag fool you. It is an incredible value. I've been doing this forever. And like I said, when I started in the business, that was 26 years ago, $6,500 for the diamond loose in the wholesale world. And you guys understand that has gone up. That was 20 years ago. I don't know what you can buy in 2026 that's less than it was 20 years ago. Nothing. Not diamonds, certainly not natural 1 carat diamond round brilliance, and it's not going to be 21 or 2,099. We're taking this even lower. I mean, this is unbelievable already. And you know what? Get as many as you want. Get them, make them into earrings. Your local jeweler could easily take that bail off and put you don't even need to add a basket. It's already there. You could just literally put a post and butterfly and you're done. It's so easy. And you know what? We're going to do them right now. Lowest price ever by a mile. It's our giveaway. It's just for our Thursday friends. It's a fabulous flash sale like never before. Bigger diamonds get more expensive. That's just what they do. And we have very few left already. And you've been buying them up at $24.99 when they're not even $2,000. I'm making them $19.99 while they last. That's all we got. We got a few of them to go around. I don't have 1,000,000 1 carat diamonds. If I did, I would bring them all the time. If I didn't, get 2 if you can and have them made into earrings for under $4,000. And if we had the time to do it, we would do it. Honestly, we just took what we had made up, ready to go in pendants, and they're right here for $1,999 a pendant. It's final call, 60 seconds. And operators, will you do me a favor and yell out what you're getting? I can't keep track just based on the board alone. The board does not tell me how many you're getting. So I've got to count them out. I've got to yell them out. I've got to okay, so how many for you, Allison? You've gotten so far 3? Okay, so Jason, how many have you purchased so far? I know you've been shopping them since I started talking. So here we go, guys. Last chance, last call. Already $19.99. Seriously, look at the flash. I mean, do you really want to go with a diamond that has gray, brown colors, that's yellowy with no fire whatsoever, and spend more money to do it? You can go buy lower quality. It'll still run you more money. You can go buy lab grown. It will still run you more money. That's the most fun. Thank goodness for lab grown, because honestly, it makes the diamond story here even more obvious than it's ever been. Now that diamonds are exploding in the lab grown market, and it's all you ever see on TV and in retail stores, you know what they get. You've seen those big places that have been around for 4 decades. You've seen them sell 1 carat lab growns. And guess what? First of all, they're usually in sterling silver. That's not as good as gold. But then, and I even heard them complaining the other day about sterling silver prices. I'm going, you know what, you guys, try working in gold. But they gave that up years ago. Point is, not here to bash the other places, but it's obvious because I know you see them more often than you see me. They're 24 hours. And you see 1 carat lab growns, and they're not in gold, and they're far more money. I say, go ahead if that's what you want to do. But guess what? The lab growns exist to give people price tags on diamonds they've never seen before. Those people just don't know about TVON. TVON is bringing you something different. We've got something different, something special, something unique, and something you will not find. And you got to understand, if I've never ever, if we've never spoken before, if we've never seen this before, there are new shoppers every single day who watch this show. This is a perfect first chance. This is a perfect first item, first shopping experience with us. And like I said, if other places have been less than, maybe they've been a little, we'll call it underwhelming, call in and see what this is about. You will be forever changed in the way you shop for jewelry. Nearly everyone who's ever shopped with me has told me the same thing. Now I don't need to shop anywhere else. I've deleted the contact information for my local jeweler unless I need a watch battery. That's the only reason I need to go there, right? Unless I need some sizing done. You can always send it to us if you need sizing done in a ring, we'll take care of you. But point is, this doesn't need any sizing. It's why it's universal. It's for every age. It's for every style. I don't care if you never leave your house and don't even get out of pajamas. First of all, I envy you. If you don't leave your house and never have to get dressed up beyond like a nice lounge set, I envy you to pieces. I got to tell you, putting on full glam makeup and doing hair and outfits every day is exhausting. But again, it's the career I've chosen. Point is, it doesn't matter. You could wear this if you're dressing up in ball gowns every day. If you're a celebrity doing movies on a red carpet every day you're either in a photo shoot or on stage or at a premiere or walking a red carpet for a fashion show, you can wear this. They would wear, the 20-year-old fashionistas would wear it, as well as anybody who's ready to start their fine jewelry collection. If she's 20, if she's 16, if she's just a tween and you're thinking, no, she's got that style. Younger gals are into fine jewelry too. This is the way to get them started. It's why it's such a great gifting, because this doesn't have an age. No age threshold, no age limit. It doesn't have a certain style. It doesn't only work for the professionals who are in the corporate setting every day. It doesn't only work for the casual gals who are maybe living that retired life of leisure. It works for everybody. And you know, when faux diamonds are sold out and about and CZs are sold and even lab grown, everyone's always talking about get the travel piece. Well, I got to tell you, I would never want to lose this, but this is kind of that investment where when it usually costs you $6,500 in wholesale just for the loose diamond, and then you'd be in it for $7+ grand to make a pendant out of it, like we've done for you for under $2, you can really, you really can enjoy this and wear this every day, not have to baby it, don't have to worry about it, put it on your favorite chain, never even take it off. Never take it off. It's unbelievable to see this value here at $19.99. So take a look at it one more time. It's our last call. We're going to give it a 60-second clock and then we're all done. 60 seconds and we're all done. It's again, I know I said this morning, I said, I wish we could have done the 50-pointer after this. I know a lot of you picked up that half carater, but this is fine. You know what? Wear them together. Wear the upgrade. Wear them together. Wear one on a smaller chain and one on a longer chain. And layer them, nest them, put them together if you want to. If you want to have something very special that maybe you give the 50-pointer to that, you know, that younger gal in your life, and maybe you wear the big mama 1 carat. That's the thing. It is such a remarkable value for a 1 carat stone. There is, and simply stated, if you miss it tonight, fine. That's okay if you want to go do the comparison shopping and want to go see it for yourself, but you're going to end up coming back and finding out it's long gone and that value is no longer valid or the stone is sold out, and that's the problem. So here's your chance, and it's all set in your choice of gold color for you, and it's amazing, amazing value. Best ever we've ever done. It is our best diamond value because it's tougher to make the diamonds affordable when they're in bigger sizes, and we are now in our final seconds, and we have how many? 4 left right now, and I got 2 people waiting on hold. So probably, I'm going to guess there's 2 left, best case scenario. Right, Andy, am I up to date on my count? How am I doing? Am I up to date? I'm in the ballpark? Because I don't know where we stand with Jason's callers. So let me know. How we doing? It's $1,999. That's it. It's never happened. When I tell you that, listen, I don't say stuff to say stuff because y'all know. Like, first of all, you guys have spreadsheets at home. You have recordings of the show. They all live on forever, 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 like on places online. Like, you can look up any show from any date from way back to 2016 if you want to. Like, you know what, if this had happened, you guys would know that. And you would, I can't say that if it's not true. This has never gone to this price tag, ever. And it never will again. It's a one night only, Thursday night flash sale. That's it. So again, perfect moment to pick it up. It's the 1 carat or white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, and maybe you want to get 2 and have made into earrings. That again costs us $7,000 to do. Actually, I'm not even sure if that's accurate anymore because that's from years ago, but at least $69.99 for a 2 carat stud earring. We have them here. They're just $7,000. You could get in for $4,000. You could have the makings of your 2 carat diamond stud earring if you want to do it that way, or get a suite, or get a couple for gifting, or if you want to get one for all the daughters or all the granddaughters or all the sisters, do it tonight. But here we go with our last little bit of the show. We've got another, well, this is a rare stone. Here's a pendant, and I think we're going to have to show you those earrings, the rose earrings with the mehenges, but I did want to show you this really rare stone. This is one of our rarest here. It's called rhodochrosite. It's a toughie to hold up here, but let me try best I can to show you this quatrefoil design with our round Sweet Home Mine rhodochrosite. It comes from Colorado. It's extremely unusual, especially in gem quality material. That's where it gets more challenging. Not only is it gem quality, this is a round cut as well. So it's the diamond cut round we love. It's in platinum, and it's a 13-point round stone. And then that's beaded mill grain around the outside. Basically, the whole design is done with that mill grain style. so it looks very shimmery in the texture that's done to this gold. It's only going to be in platinum, or rather platinum, let me correct myself. It's 1127263. We've only got a couple to go around, and this is a great example of, well, here's rarity that's affordable. And rhodochrosite in its, oh, you know what? I had a piece for Kirsten. So Kirsten, I just remembered this request got brought out during my diamond presentation, so I will show it next for you. But this is my 13-point rhodochrosite. Let's just give it away really quickly. It stays in platinum. I'll do it for 499 bucks. Just easy, simple, 3/4 of an inch in length, top to bottom, and that'll be $499, which we haven't seen that price tag all night. So a very impressive value there, because this is one of the rarest stones in the world. And Kirsten, I will gladly show you. This was a piece I brought out last night near the end of the show. I'm very excited about it. That's going to be coming up. We will do that for you. It's going to be an amazing value on our really unique combination. But $499 on the pendant. Let's see who's got one. Operators, if you'll be kind enough to yell them out. I do have to keep track on this one as well. Okay, and then we are in the last little bit. Gosh, the last half hour of our Thursday night. At that time when I need a tiny bit of water, and then I'm good to go. Here we are for $499. Let me show it from a distance on the hand. We'll verify that 3/4 inch length. That certainly seems correct. And there we are. Yes, it is 3/4 of an inch top to bottom. It has a little bit of that North Star feeling. If you remember our classic and really famous North Star design we've done in diamonds, it's a little bit like that, but mostly on track with what we call the quatrefoil motif you see from some of the most famous jewelers in the world. And that has that not quite clover. It's not rounded enough to be like a 4-leaf clover. It does have 4 points, 4 sides, but a really beautiful look. And you can see even from a distance away, that pinky glow, that's almost like a little subtle golden secondary hue out of these bright, hot pinky glows to that rhodochrosite. It is truly one of the rarest stones in the world. Now, I did want to show you this pendant as well. This is something I just brought in. It was so funny. It wasn't even supposed to be in the show last night. I ran out of jewelry. I showed it all. We sold it all. And then I got into another collection of jewelry in which this came out to play, which is still, to me, I'm somebody who loves combinations of different stones, unexpected combinations anyways, but these colors together are just too much fun. They feel like a party. I mean, they feel like, and I'm trying to angle it so you see there's obviously some, you know, glare that happens off the gold and a messy wheel, but this is really outstanding. It's half Mahenge Spinel and half Mandarin. So item number was 1127306 from late last night. Yes. This one? Oh boy, I think so. But those aren't the biggest bales ever. But I'm trying to remember, I don't think our pink diamonds by the yard, the stones weren't all that big. I can't be 100% sure, and I don't have the pink diamonds by the yard, and I can't remember exactly the diameter of those bezels. I think it would, but it's, to be honest, it's real close. I think it would. I do think so. Remember, you have a money-back guarantee, or you could always put it on a standard. I'll tell you why I wouldn't do a pink diamonds by the yard, Jason. I'm just going to throw this out here. This is in yellow, and the diamonds by the yard, did you say pink diamonds by the yard? Okay, the pink diamonds by the yard I know was rose and white. So my first inclination is that the gold colors wouldn't match. Maybe that's not a problem though, but I would go personally with a yellow gold chain just to match it. That's what I would do. And by the way, there is a bail on each side. So you can wear it with the Mandarin on top or flip it around and wear it with the Mahenge on top. So that's how it looks from a distance. I'm kind of angling it again, just to try to get rid of the glare off the gold here. Here's what the measurement is. That's 3/4 of an inch. Here's what it looks like on. Again, I've got the Mahenge, which is a huge, almost 1 carat, 82-point emerald cut Mahenge, followed by the Asher cut Mandarin. So all of that set on this platform of yellow gold, which really works beautifully. And I did a really screaming deal here at the end of the show last night. We're bringing it back out by request, $29.99. And it's all, look at that, the top and the bottom are solid as well. So if anyone were to see that from the sides, the top or the bottom, it's all solid with the exception of the cutouts for the bail. But what a great combination of gorgeous stones in much fancier cuts than you would normally see. And how about that almost 2-carat Mandarin? Private collection, bright neon orange, all of it. and set on that platform of solid yellow gold. It is fantastic. So that's $29.99. Just a little recap there. We still have our rhodochrosite. If you'd like the rhodochrosite in platinum, we still have, I'm going to check on I haven't gotten an update on the diamond solitaire, but hopefully I will soon. And that is $29.99. So just a little recap there. Same to go with everybody else. We have exactly 29 minutes and a half left. So that's that. Hey, Peggy, good to have you with us. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Sure. You know what? That's something you got to call our customer service team on, Peggy, and they'll talk about, changing out stones and mountings and things like that. Yeah, they're available for you during the day. That's here. Wanted to remind you as well, we have this really important bracelet. It's a bangle. It's quite hefty. It's quite large. It's something I've been wearing throughout the show. So yeah, no doubt if you saw it, you saw it. It's a do not miss, cannot miss kind of piece. And this is all sapphires and diamonds in a lot of gold. And we made it ancient times. It was made about a decade ago. And I remember at the time when I saw this, I said, okay, what did we make here? And it took about, I'm not kidding, it was almost a year to make it. And I was the one that requested something in multicolored sapphires. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that we would venture out to design something so large. In scale, it's 1114530. Now, the interesting thing is, you may know this already, if you've seen it, it was so pricey in the OG, the original, that's what the OG means, original. The original version, the last time I said that, we had a lot of people confused. So it's either a New York basketball champion or it means original. So one or the other. But my New Yorkers know, yeah, they're like, no, that's a basketball player. You are absolutely right. It sure is because, yeah, he pretty much won you the championship. But here's the thing about this bangle. This original version came out to so much money with all the sapphires and all the diamonds that we had to redo it with white sapphires instead of diamonds. And that still did not get it under $10,000. Keep that in mind. Now, this is the original. This is, if you will, the prototype. This is like the concept car. If you're into automobiles and you go to auto shows, this is the concept car. You know, the cool production things that they only need to make one of and they never actually really make it as production because it's just too fancy for like street legal road use. Here is your concept. This is the original with the diamonds. Now, even the white sapphire version, because if you diamond cut a white sapphire, it can look like a diamond. It's not quite the same. It doesn't have the brilliance or the snap that a diamond has, but this is our diamond version with all the sapphires. It's so beautiful. Take a look. It's also a lot of gold because, well, it's huge and it's heavy and it's very large. It's a special piece. It's got 468 of sapphires, 462 of diamonds, and because it's sitting here in a vault having no fun, we'd rather it go to one of you so it can really, I personify jewelry. This bangle deserves to live its life and go have a grand old time and go sit on your wrist every day and go out and see the world and be paired up with every kind of outfit imaginable. Take a look at how it's hinged on the sides. It's going to have a hinge right here. It opens up with a little textured button. You open it. I don't think it's ever been opened except the one time I opened it to put it on. And then it's got 2 figure 8s, one on each side. So once you slide the insert closure in, it snaps closed, and then you've got your figure 8s to lock it and make sure it's extra secure. But this is how you put it on. So once it does, it's always hinged on the side, so you've got easy on, easy off access. You want to go in from the side, close it. You can do it with 2 fingers, just like so, and that's what it looks like on the wrist. It's an average size, but I've got plenty of room. As a matter of fact, most of the show is going all the way up my arm, so it's definitely going to go up to a 7.5 inch wrist. I think even 7 3/4 you're going to be just fine with this one. But the oval shape keeps all those stones right up front, and then it's in the white gold, and there's a lot of white gold here as well. So easy on, easy off, because a hinge, easy, simple, straightforward kind of style there. And here's what it looks like, and really does go with everything. And it was originally $36,000. Keep in mind that was near a decade ago. And that's why it stayed in a vault all this time. Now it is coming out to play and going to one of you. And that's really exciting. So instead of, the 468 with the 462 and the diamonds, there's a lot going on. All those different round brilliant sapphires are graduated, ombre in color. We're going under $10,000 and making this $99.99 today. Today, you get it for, you get it for $99.99. One gorgeous bangle bracelet. Actually, let's go lower. Hold on, we've got 25 minutes. I still have my museum pieces here. which have been, prior to this, it was a pair of diaspora earrings and a huge 10 karat plus indicolite. And they're still here. Here's the indicolite. That indicolite was $79.99 as a reminder. You know what? It's now inspired me. Let's go $7,999 on the bangle as well. You can get the indicolite ring or the bangle for $79.99 tonight. As a reminder, there was also a 41 karat 64 trillion cut diaspora earring. That's here, and that's under $10,000. So let me make sure you saw, because we got a lot of late arrivals to any weeknight show, because we don't start late, we start early. So here is what you have in an earring that we had earlier as well. This is my true museum masterpiece of the show in earrings, and I wanted to just recap our museum masterpieces before we do a couple other recaps we have. But we have the earrings, they're $99.99. That's almost 42 carats of diaspora. We have the ring, which is the indicolite. The indicolite is a 10 karat 35, I think it was, 1035, 1036, one of those. And the indicolite, it was a 1035, and that 1035 indicolite is $79.99, as is the bangle with sapphires and diamonds. So let me know which of the three museum pieces you would like, either the true blue tourmaline that's 10 carats 35 in size that I'm wearing on my finger, or you can get this bangle, which is sapphires and diamonds, which is $79.99 like the ring is, or you can get the earrings, which are only $99.99 for trillion cut diasporas. Hoop to start, trillion cut with the halo, and another look at those up close, or whichever one you'd like to see. I mean, it's up to you. If you missed any of them earlier, I just want to make sure these are actually where some of our biggest values of the day lie, are with earrings like this and an indicolite ring like what we showed you and the bangle bracelet. So really want to make sure you've got a chance. Look at that. That's just so, yeah. Thank you. Our sapphire bangle gone in the white gold only, of course, on that one. And then we've got our trillion cuts in the drops here. And then the indicolite. So again, it's that time of night where we're making some last minute decisions on what would you like to have. This is the time to do it. There are the earrings. That's your close-up look at those 4164 total weight museum diasporas. They're incredible, aren't they? Total museum quality. Totally beyond. 87 points in the diamonds as well. Here is, look at that, there is that gorgeous indicolite. That one's also $79.99 like the bracelet was. Bracelet is now gone. We have our last call on diamond pendants as well. So keep that in mind. Diamond pendants, almost sold out. Sounds like we have 2 left. Okay, maybe, we'll check. And then I want to get you the rose earrings too, because I promoted these, gave them a little flash earlier. Want to show you something we haven't seen in a long, long while, is this concept of the rose with an omega back. It's a large button style earring. It's item number 11294558. And this is, now I do want to just preface right away, these are not obligated to be in the rose gold. They don't have to be. We just embraced the rose. The rose, a rose is a rose is a rose. The rose is here with Mahenge Spinel with a hot pink. We just said, let's do rose gold. But if you'd love to, I would love to see them in white gold because I've seen them before and they look fabulous. We used to have a pendant like this. That, of course, is now been retired. But this is the rose earring. Very dimensional. Petals that just, they're pave petals. What could be better than that? Pave petals that overlap over one another. Big omega back styling. You're not going to see the backing at all when you see them on the ear, which I'm about to show you. They are 11294558. And keep calling because the indicolite, that ring, and the earrings, the trillions, they got to go. And now we're showing these for the first time tonight. 23 points in the round Mahenge, carat 74 in the diamond weight. That would be officially the largest diamond weight we have in an earring outside of our hoops and our hoop selection that we have. Here's what one looks like from a distance, because this is so important. And remember, please choose your white gold or yellow gold if you'd prefer. There's obviously, we've seen selections before when we've done pave. I think the most recent example was my Limitless Links ring, my own design, where we did 302 in diamonds. And we had the white, the yellow, and the rose. And if you can recall that presentation, you might remember that it's the rose gold that with the pave gives a lot of color to the diamonds. If you really want them to just look bright white, it looks even more, I think, incredible in the white gold or the yellow gold. So those are your choices here, but they are 3/4 of an inch, or were they 5/8? They're really 3/4, I think. I mean, I'm not sure exactly. It's hard to tell, but yeah, maybe. Okay, 5/8. We'll go with it. And then I'm going to try one on because that's really what matters. How do they look on? And is that omega going to be big enough to support such a large diamond earring? And the answer is, even in my sad piercing. Yes, it is completely that size. And you can turn it a little bit, like I like to do when I just throw it on. I can't see what I'm doing, but there they are from a distance away. So you can really see how striking they are as far as how they sit and how they look and just how they're sitting properly. Even if you have a really stretched out piercing, because I do, that omega is strong enough and holding on so that everything faces forward. You see that? There's none of this, you know how earrings tend to, when they're bigger and they fall and they're heavy, that doesn't happen here, and they're lightweight. They feel great. They don't feel heavy or burdensome, and that's important too. But we've got our mehenges with our diamonds, and we're gonna blow them out. Huge value if you love floral jewelry. This is very sophisticated floral in high-end diamonds, and of course we cannot ignore the fact that those center stones may not be huge, but they are in the world of mehenge. This is not a stone that happens in large sizes very often. It's not a stone that's going to be your ordinary spinel, and there really are no ordinary spinels. They're all important, but here is where you get that big value, and send them on out right now. Let's go even lower than the 15,000 because we've had our fair share of museum pieces tonight, and a few of them are still hanging out with me when they should be hanging out with you at home. So keep that in mind, but let's go ahead and take this a lot lower than even 14,999, significantly so. Actually, let's do this. There's almost 2 carats in diamonds. We're sick of these 5-digit price tags. At least I think at this point, we get a little frustrated sometimes. It's been fun lately to bring out some museum pieces, extraordinary, if you will. They're not the basics. It's not the same old, something a little different, something extremely high end. Here's what I will do instead of 14,999. I'm going to auction them off. Might as well. End of the show is here. We've got 18 minutes left in our Thursday night. Our flash sale coming to an end as well, because even if there is anything, and this is highly unlikely, even if there's any quantity left at the end of the show, the price tag is no longer valid. So that's a bigger issue. You got to still get one to get one. But please call early if you're thinking about the 1 carat diamond pendant. On this one, I'm going to go even less than $10,000. We want to start an auction, and I'm still striving to get more than one bidder on an auction. So therefore, we got to bring this open down. 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000. There's the mehenge. That's the impressive diamond weight. But there does need to be a mention towards the really incredible workmanship you have here. It's a lot of workmanship that you're getting in this earring. That's not something we always talk about because it's what we call the intangible. It's what you can't put a face value on. It's easier to say, okay, I know what a carat 74 in diamonds go for. I know what a lot of gold goes for. And I certainly know what mehenges go for. But if you're thinking about, well, it also took a lot of time to put them together. Labor by hand, done by experts, done by great designers. And we're not doing 6,000, 5,000, 4,000. When I got to move jewelry, I got to move jewelry. We have 17 minutes left to do it tonight. So here we go, and I'm going to make this one, you know what, skip $3,500. Let's go to $3,000 to get it started. $3,000. $3,000. $10 on the increment. That's it. $3,000 to get it started. Let's go 60 seconds. Come on in. And diamond pendant time is getting limited. I do have a couple of recaps for those that may not have been with us much earlier in the show. We had turquoise earrings. We also had that heart-shaped mandarin. Everything else. You know what I wanted to show you is the butterfly necklace. Do we still have, I guess I should check because inevitably sometimes I don't hear about things. Do we still have the butterfly in white gold? Did anyone take that yet? Yeah. The butterfly in white gold's still here? No, it's gone. Oh, it's gone. Well, okay, that's why I ask. Okay, why not tell me? Man, I got so excited to show that again. All right, so our butterflies are all sold out. Okay. What about our Zimbaran earrings? They're still here? Do we have the Zimbaran earrings still to show? Okay, I'm going to give those a look. We had some Zimbaran earrings because we don't look like we got an open here, and that's okay. I know that's a little unusual. And listen, I always say, now these are from a long time ago, but I've been, yes? Okay. So did you say they're sold or still here? Still here. Okay, good. I can show the Zimbarans. I'm not a big fan of rose gold. Most of us, yeah, I'm not projecting my personal feelings on you guys because you don't care what I like, and we all like what we like. But I wish they were in white gold because you could see the true beauty of these diamonds and the contrast. But again, I've told our design team, please don't put anything else in rose gold unless it's a morganite or a pink diamond. Please stop. But again, these are from a long time ago, so here they are. But remember, I know it takes a little bit of ingenuity and a little bit of imagination. But think outside the rose gold box here. if you'd rather have white gold or yellow gold, which I realize are the traditional favorites. So that would be lovely. Let's go ahead and take a look at them, and then I'm going to move on to the other earring that I have, which is a Zambaran in a hoop. So we'll do that coming up, and here it is. This is the Zambaran garnet in the hoop earring, and this is 111-1296. I just had them real early on tonight. That was about 3 hours ago, so just want to give them another look. They're also in the rose gold. They stay in the rose gold. In this case, though, you're not really going to see much rose gold, because when they're on the ear, you really just see that Zambaran, color shifting garnet, and then the diamonds that lead down from the top and really appear to tension set that stone, but it's nice and secure with a basket, and it's of course prongs. But let's go ahead and blow these out again. $9.99 for that earring right there. In the rose gold, they will stay. We've got a couple last minute recaps to do. We also have, if of course you have any requests or anything last minute you want to see again, happy to help you out there too. Of course, would love to do that. And then anything else, by the way, for those of you asking about the 3-stone ring, that's coming up this weekend on Saturday. It's going to be a carat 61 in a 3-stone ring with a 1-carat center. And then we have matching earrings on Sunday to follow. We also had a tanzanite pendant I'm going to show you again. Don't forget about our rhodochrosite. That was the most affordable item of the show tonight, was our rhodochrosite round for $499. Still have our Windsor, still have that mandarin and merengue combination. You guys have been loving mandarins. We have the heart-shaped mandarin as well. The $9.99 aqua is here from earlier. There was a $9.99 aquamarine ring. And then I did want to give this another look. It's our tanzanite pendant that was new. And then we'll get to some other brand new that you haven't seen, because there's not a whole lot left to recap tonight, which is good. That's good news. You've loved the values. You've taken the pieces. We've had a lot of nice assortment of different older items, newer items, a big flash sale event. So all of that. And then there's that tanzanite. I just want to give you another look at 113-1453 with the 335 in the fancy. This is a kite cut. It's a kite cut tansy. It's a rhombus cut diamond. 22 pointer on that diamond. Lovely length. Looks great on the neckline. And certain cuts, I think, work particularly well when they're sitting on the neckline. The feminine, I think the femininity of a woman's neckline is really attractive and always is, and something that I think we all like to embrace as far as a nice little showcase piece, especially when you consider it's this time of year, really open, and you've got that beautiful frame and showcase spot for a piece like this. But I think the elongated cuts, when it's something elongated like a pear shape, or like an elongated emerald cut, or this kite cut, really attractive when it sits where it's going to sit on the décolleté, and it's that really pretty look. Here's what it looks like from a distance away if you missed it all earlier, because this was hours ago. So want to give it another look here, and that very important diamond. Point to point is where they meet with that little bit of dance and movement it gets thanks to that O-ring that you've got between your bail and your center stone. Here it is at, yep, it's 1 inch top to bottom, and here again is the look on the neckline, so you can see how lively that is, and it's a better showcase of it when you see it in this lower light setting, and you really see the deeper saturated neon colors there, the blues, the greens, and yes, the incredible reds you have as well. So that's going to be, okay, it's our one only, and this one, somehow, some way, it's under $2,000. Sure is. It's $1,999. One caller only. $19.99 on that very important. Shouldn't the fancy cuts get more money, not less? But here we are, kind of making a special exception here on this fancy cut right there. And then our last call on the show, on its way here. Still have that size 7 only 3-carat diamond rings. Still have those diamond earrings that looked like huge emerald cuts. They were fabulous. Padparashas here. Big yellow sapphires are here. Anything else you'd want to see, let me know so we can help you before we go. We're running out of time. And we've still got, there's this really important piece. I don't know if we're ready for this, but since I did think about that sapphire bangle, and I was wondering, Jason, you picked up the sapphire bangle a few minutes ago. I was thinking about this just because it kind of looks like the sapphire bangle, I'm just saying. So if anybody was intrigued, the bangle's gone. But look at this combination of a traditional blue, a purpley, it's like a lavender, but it's neon, and that's a padparasha with it. 3 different sapphires, collaged, if you will, in one ring. It almost looks like a floral. Isn't that stunning? Why is our wheel? Oh gosh, I thought it was, is it stopping? It's doing these long pauses. Either way, it was this time yesterday our previous wheel died. So here's 1129035. This is a 3-carat 66. Just made me think about that sapphire bangle and how pretty if we're doing 3 large stones together. 366 in sapphires overall. I don't have the breakdown exactly, but fair to guess that that blue is probably the largest and probably a little over a carat, and the other 2 are just right around a carat. You've got a pear-shaped pod, a round in this lavender lilac neon, and then a pear-shaped blue. Did I say pear shape or oval pod? I don't know, but I meant oval pod if I did not say that, and then the round, and then the pear. So you have 3 different colors, 3 different cuts, each one with its own halo, and 60 points in diamonds. So all 14 karat white gold, one only, that's the one you get. So those colors are true, and I love that even the pod and the purple are giving multiple colors on their own. Here's what it looks like on. So 60 points in diamonds, 366 in the sapphires, but 60 on the diamonds. And we're going to do something wild. It's all supported, by the way, by a split shank. So that's how it gives this beautiful, almost martini look, where the 3 sides. We see martini settings where it's almost like a triangular put together. Same thing here. It's blue, it's purple, and it's pod parasha, and yet the whole piece is under $10,000 today, taking it lower than even $5,000 or $49.99 as we have 9 minutes left to go, and a Thursday of June 18th is done and in the books, and we're going to talk tomorrow. Friday night party. We got a big Friday night party. They all are. They're celebrations. We get kicked off for the weekend ahead. What a weekend it's going to be. And here we are with a $39.99 stunner. That's a deal right there. $39.99. And then if anybody is curious, we have an 11 karat Paraíba here too. There's an 11 karat. We had the 10 karat indicolite. We've got an 11 karat Paraíba that is bright neon lime green. That's just a fun one to see. And then tanzanite pendant still hanging out. We're going to do our last call on the flash sale. That was the pendant. Item number is 1122760. And it is funny because in these last couple of minutes of a weeknight, a lot of times that's where we'll get a lot of new people tuning in. Your very last look at the 1 carat diamond solitaire. It is 1122760. Once this item number goes up here again, I'm going to give it a final 60 seconds. And this flash sale opportunity is not going to be just done on the price tag. It's going to be sold out. It is our 1 carat. It is our biggest value. And hear me out. It's the biggest value we've ever had in our history here at TVON. And that is because it is a $19.99 1 carat round brilliant diamond. And that's, we just zoomed back for that huge multi-sapphire ring. Take a look at this up close. That's what this diamond is all about. Brilliance beyond. Welcome to VS. No longer do you need to compromise or concede a lower quality of diamond just to get something that's in the budget. Here we get the incredible value, that $19.99 price tag, a 1 carat minimum. Again, you can't be mad if you get a 110 or a 112 or a 120 because guess what? You just got even more value. But $19.99 on a solid gold setting, your choice of gold color there, the solid gold, the white, the yellow, and the rose. Congratulations if you got one already. I thank you. Thank you for being part of our history being made in this flash sale event. And there's not been, I don't know anywhere. I mean, it's not just here. It's not just in all the places I've been before this. I mean, obviously 26 years, it's a long time. It's been 10 of those years here. But there's never been a value, including right now, if you go to wholesale. I promise you, if you're a reseller in this world and you make jewelry for a living, it's your livelihood. It's what you do. It's mine. I know what diamonds go for. A 1 carat loose VS Stone is running you $6,500. It's never been cheaper. And here, those are all minimums. They can run you more. If you go to high-end designers, sure. If your store at your local town has them for 20 grand, sure, that's normal. That's retail. That's retail. I'm talking wholesale. Bare bones, absolute rock bottom, best value you can get when you're in the business. That's what I'm talking about. And here's where you're getting a $19.99 1 carat diamond round in gold. All right. How can we help you for these last few minutes? We got 5 to go. I'm going to bring out these big earrings again because I'm still astonished that we have this look, which looks like, I told you they look like they're 5 carats each, and this is what they do. Series of baguettes and rounds, 1125019, only 1 pair. They are incredible. They're going to, even though they're baguettes and rounds, they look, and I've still got to work on polishing this one because I clearly polished one and didn't get the other one done. And they are so fantastic. This was 87 points in the baguettes. 18 points in diamonds. in round brilliance. That's how it breaks down, which is 105. And then you have the 18 karat solid gold centered post. Butterfly backing is going to come with them, finished on the inside as well. And here's what we're doing. Oh, I just think these are just dreamy. They're just, I mean, if you wanted a big emerald cut stud, that's going to be a very large investment. That would be about, based on the size, that would be about a 3, maybe 4 carat. I mean, really just rough estimate. 3 to 4 carat individually. That means you'd have between 6 and 8 carat total weight studs. If this was one individual stone that was giving you that size, that look, you would be in it for, it would not be tens of thousands. It would be hundreds of thousands. And so the genius here is, and do something more powerful, because the multiple cuts in diamonds together are going to give you more brilliance, more light, more bright. The things we love about diamonds, this does it better because of the way they're all set up. So that's really crucial. That's really key. But again, huge size. You'll see them on. They're not even $19.99. I keep wanting to do $19.99. The truth is, first hour tonight, I went even lower. And there was a heart shape, they're gone. There was a pear shape as well. I can bring those out. But this is the big one. This is the one I was sure, because we've never had anything quite like this. Even though we've done a series of these illusion set styles, we have not had something like this. And they are just gorgeous in their look. They're not 19, they're not 18, and they're not $17.99. This is one collar, one pair. That's it. Staying in the white gold. Would you want them any other way? Probably not, but they're $17.77 instead. So you get that flash bulb effect with fire. It's both things happening. Shine and sparkle all together, $17.77. Did you get a diamond pendant there?
Yes, the imperial pendant is back in the
Oh, okay. So we did a swap. So if anybody wanted the imperial pendant from earlier, that's still here. So I'll give that another look. That was $9.99 because I know we turned some of you away earlier on that. So in the case, in the chance that somebody is still here, this may be a meant to be moment. So we'll show that to you. We've got the imperial topaz here. This is, I've just got swapped out though for a diamond pendant. So it means one less diamond pendant, yet plus one on the imperial. And we only had one to begin with, so here it is, the imperial topaz that looks like a Padbarasha, carat 09 princess cut with 7 points in baguettes, 8 points in rounds, a total of 15 points. If you'd like this pendant, the pendant is $9.99 in the yellow gold. So just want to remind you, this just came back into play. So one caller can still get that gorgeous pendant in the yellow gold, which is the 14 karat yellow, and the finishing on the inside, which is beautiful. That pendant is now back, sold earlier, but again, got swapped for a diamond. So now you can go ahead and get the earrings for, somebody's got to take these. Let me show these to you on as well, really quickly, just so you can get the whole idea of, when I say they're large, this is not a small earring. And of course, look what they do. They just, I mean, this is like a brick. Let me straighten them out here for you. This is like this whole brick of diamonds, this incredible look. It's a series of, they don't want to sit straight for me here. Look at that. That's just kind of an idea of just the size. This is just a reference point, just giving you some idea of what they look like. You can angle them. You can go straight up and down. You could go east and west, whatever works for you, the best you'd like. But look at how, just wanted to give you an idea of the size there. Back to the wheel we'll go. Final now, 2 minutes left, counting down. And we'll see you tomorrow. We've got another one of these incredible shows. Last of the week as far as weeknights is concerned. That's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 to 8, Saturday and Sunday morning, 10 to 1. So keep that in mind. That is our schedule. That's when I'm here with you. We do that 5 times a week. We've got 3 hours each time. That's 15 hours a week of amazing jewelry. And we've got our final now, 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining. The Imperial Topaz pendant for $9.99 is still here. The diamond earrings right now are still here. That the major sapphires, the Padbarasha, the blue, and the purple are still here for $39.99. That gorgeous ring is still hanging out. And anything else you'd like to see before we go, let me know. We got a minute left of airtime to play with. And that's it. A farewell, a fond farewell. I hope you have a great evening. I hope you have a good Friday. We'll rendezvous tomorrow at 5. That's 5 o'clock Pacific. That's 5 o'clock my time. That's 8 o'clock your time if you're on the East Coast, and 7 o'clock if you're in the Central Time Zone. Which one would you like, Jason? The earrings? Earrings are gone. Congratulations. One more look at our, do you want the earring? Oh, you wanted the earrings too? Well, the only thing I had left of the pear shapes from earlier, which was a similar design, this one's $39.99. Ring was $9035. 112-9035 if you'd like the multi-sapphires, 366 in sapphires. Diamonds as well. Our Imperial Topaz pendant for $9.99 is also still here, but the baguette and rounds earrings are gone. Congratulations on those. Final 25 seconds. I'll see you tomorrow. We rendezvous at 5 o'clock. Please be here at the beginning because we hit the ground running. We got a lot of exciting special things happening as we kick off a big weekend ahead. We see you Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday mornings. I look forward to seeing you then. Hope you have a great rest of your evening and a wonderful Friday until we rendezvous in the evening. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching and shopping. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow for our big Club TVON party.